Marconi plays the mamba.
Not even 5 seconds in, and we
Sorry,
have movie.
I have to shake my head at him. I have to shake my head at him.
Just cut it out.
I had to, there was just a brief second where I had to swallow a little before speaking, and then Dallas couldn't take that 1 second of silence.
No, I picked my shot.
Hi, welcome to Rain, episode 74, the cliffhangering 2.
Oh, now I remember what happened. No, I remember.
The Cliff Boogaloo.
Right.
Before we get into it, I would like to remind everybody this episode is brought to you by our wonderful and beautiful patrons like Adam Harp, Lex Soji, Kami Zed, Carlos Dragon, Jada Van 1000, Rise of Kenji, Rogarman, Sjorberg, and more. Thank you very much for your support, patrons. Thanks a bunch.
Yeah.
As I, shell out more groceries. But to recap, so everybody is on the same page. The royal feast is winding down. All the courses are served. People are starting to make their way to leave. In fact, some of them have begun to leave the premises. When there is a series of explosion-type sounds from down in the old town. Plumes of smoke, flashes of light, fires. The fire bells are rung. People start yelling, "Fire! Fire!" Calling for bucket brigades. And as presumably all of you, I say presumably, because there's a little bit of wiggle room, move towards, observing what's going on. It's, what is your first name, brother? I could just say Constable Marquard. Because I do not recall his first name, but also Marquard, stumbles through the crowd because there's a decent amount of people milling around. Like I said, there's the entourages of a few of the houses still around. Several of them were preparing to leave.
Morton.
Such as Marin and Oro.
Yep.
Morton.
And he grabs Logesh and, says, "Sir, there's been a fire. Some ruffians from out of town started a fight with the Smiths boys, and some sort of fire's been started in Old Town." And that's
Ruffians?
where we leave off. Yeah. He says
Ruffians
ruffians.
from out of town.
Yes, I said that last time, but yes, that's what I say now. Somebody out town's started a fight with the Smiths boys, and it's escalated enough to start a fire.
All right. Well, I believe I feel a compulsion in my soul to go do something.
Well, I mean, you don't know if there's any defenseless people who need defending, but it wouldn't hurt.
You did say it's in Lowtown, right?
In the Old Town, yeah. Low,
Yeah, so
low as in down on the hill, because you guys are up on the hill for the fortress.
Yeah. I'm not thinking about defending from the gangs. I'm more thinking about defending from the fire.
That's an open-ended interpretation, but we take those. Did I not?
Sorry, like he's coming really got to me.
Oh my god. I swear if it's something like that. If it's just an argument about who won the fencing tournament, I'm gonna kill all of them. That will be Nicola's villain arc.
Well, you'll have to go down there and stop the fire and arrest some people to find out. So, what are we doing?
I'm running off towards there.
All right, Nicola wishes to run down towards the fire.
Actually, Omega, a really, really weird question.
I take those.
Yes. Soul of Night says that it basically dampens fire. Well, it wouldn't extinguish a fire. Would it basically make it a lot weaker?
It would make it a lot weaker, yes. It would not put it out because I don't think it... Like, it extinguishes light sources that are fire, but it doesn't say it extinguishes large fires. But it would reduce the light and heat within the radius. The problem would be that any firefighters in the area would be blinded.
Yes. It was just one of those weird things I was thinking about.
I mean,
no, it's a good question, and I'm like, no, yeah, it would definitely weaken it. Not that anybody should jump into any fires tonight, but if you're curious, there is a hazard for this. Being in a fire is basically area dice. Small fires like campfires are a couple of shock area dice. Running into a burning building is killing area dice.
Had a feeling.
Keep that in mind.
So, yes, keep that in mind. All right. Anyway, Nicola is running off. Logesh, I think you were, apart from recovering from sports balling.
I think I made mention of it last session, but I think the main thing Logesh will probably recommend, actually order, fuck, I forgot his name, but the guy under me to do. He'd order him to go, make sure that the security around the nobles, like the people who are here at the party, is like secure, and then worry about the fire. Because again, this is Logesh being paranoid that, oh, this is some kind of weird psyop.
All right. I'm going to need you to roll command plus inspire or command plus intimidate, your flavor for that, because Constable Marquardt, very, very loyal, responsible guy. He's a lamplighter who moved to Stonehearth Town Guard. You're basically telling him to pull up lamplighters and town guards to guard the Citadel. And he's like, huh? You want us to move guards away from the fire? While Logesh is sorting that out, the rest of you, other than Nicola, who's vamoosing.
Konrad is starting to head down towards the fire, and he's yelling for any lamplighters around to accompany him.
Oh, Omega?
Yeah.
Can I make sure that my elemental is coming with me? That seems like a very good idea.
Yes, your water elemental, yeah.
Yeah.
I just leave that behind.
Your watery boy is going. All right. Konrad, you roll me command plus inspire.
Okay.
As Konrad basically muscles your way through the group. Because like I said, to remind everybody, Verity already left. They were the first to depart. And Mar and Oro were amassing at the gates to, get in their carriages and go.
Got 5 4s and 2s.
A lot of sets. Okay. So, basically, actually, I should double check. Inos, Leslok, anything right this second?
Inos moves to the side of Leslok, but doesn't say anything. He is particularly quiet.
Right. He's contemplating.
I'm thinking right. Like, what do I do in this case? Because I feel like the better option is for me not to go towards the fire and the chaos. But
this is a very good idea.
You probably shouldn't go towards the fire and the chaos, but if you're thinking about what you're doing, we got a second. Because basically what's happening is it's not a full attention split, but your forces are kind of moving contrapposto because what's what I'm looking for? Logesh grabs Marquardt and says, "Get me more city guards, on the castle now." So your guys are like your men at arms and your town guards start to be mustered up, gathered forces and start concentrating, at the walls and the main entrances. Yes, you do have a lot of blood shields. I'll get to that in a second, actually. Konrad and Nicola rush out the front gate. They cross the gangplank over the moat, out of the Barbican, out of the Citadel. Konrad is yelling for lamplighters specifically, because lamplighters is, a watch unit that's kind of province-wide. So every on or off-duty lamplighter in Stonehearth who hears the cry either of the fire or Konrad's cry gathers up on him, and they probably start forming bucket brigades. Along with Nicola and his watery boy. Like I said, town guard, start to concentrate towards the Citadel. Hearing the news of the fire and hearing, Konrad rushing out, yelling for lamplighters, the king, because he's not needing to leave, so he's like probably seeing guests out somewhere at the transition between inner to outer Bailey. The High King is like, "Oh, terrible news, yes. We must dispatch some to help assist order. Perhaps only one or two, but a few blood shields, I must insist." And, there's some argument from the princes and the chancellor, but it seems like he is going to have some of his guards split off to go into the city. Unless anyone does anything crazy about that.
Logesh will not speak up because he does not want to argue against the king, so...
Okay.
I'm trying to think.
But, okay. Just in case, otherwise, unless the Marquess or Inos says something, after giving his commands, Logesh will, personally also go down to assist with the fires and also if there's any ruckus with the Smith boys or otherwise.
I mean, the ruckus with the Smith boys happened.
As Dallas, as I can only assume, is masticating over there.
All right, I'm back.
Excuse me, I would never do something rude on camera. Sorry.
He might just be, wiggling his keys. Juggling a Rubik's Cube. But yeah, no, the technically, as far as the Smith boys are already involved. It's like what are you doing?
I'm basically just going to be joining the Bucket Brigade.
All right. So Logesh orders some guys to retract and then calls for a Bucket Brigade to be formed. All right. Okay. Well, it seems like you guys are doing something about the fire. That's good. If you had done nothing, that would have cost you a point of sovereignty. Now, you got to earn it. You got to earn your protected point of sovereignty. This is going to be policing, which is your might plus sovereignty pool. If there's any sort of stuff the gang wants to do to make this easier, you can consider some roles to supplement it. Let me check the company's chapter for qualities of things. Where's that chart?
Shit, I can't say that this is defensible terrain in Stonehalf for my bonuses.
I mean, you can. I don't know. Is that any might roll?
Well, it's to defend my lands against attackers, so I don't think so.
No, I believe that is then the defend roll, not the policing roll.
The fire is attacking us.
I will give you a flat plus 1d to this policing roll because Nicola remembered to bring his water elemental.
Hey.
Anybody else have anything they want to do? Any roles or actions they would have that could give a bonus to your sequence of policing roles?
I would, because I can do something here that is akin to forensics, but uses a different skill that I'm actually good at. Because I would like to determine what kind of fire and what cause this is via chemistry.
What an excellent idea! Please roll your student of chemistry roll.
Yay, student of chemistry!
This is also important because different types of fire respond differently. If it's an oil or a grease fire, for instance, that's very different than if it's
I'm going to tell my element. If it's an oil fire, I'm going to tell my elemental to stay clear of the source. That would be bad.
That's a B-class fire.
While these guys are getting any setup, Leslok, do you have any? Because it's a company-wide role, so you can still have input as well from the command center if you've got anything.
I can't think of anything like outright that's like specific.
That's right.
Oh,
10s.
Mm-hmm.
That's good tactical intelligence. We'll call that another plus 1d. So you're plus 2d total on this roll.
That's all I got, because unfortunately all the anima spells I have would not be very helpful for putting out fires.
Now, pure wind magic is not usually good for putting out fires unless it's a very small, specific fire.
What's the base stat? What's the stats for use for policing?
Might plus sovereignty.
Okay.
And the one alchemy spell I have that kind of could put out a fire is also really destructive, so I don't want
Alright.
to do that.
The +2 will put us at we're at 2 +2 now, so we'll put us at 10 for this. So
Okay. So, well, let's see. Yeah, you're not informed, so you're just rolling. Is it just opposed? They can only roll opposed. Okay. Sorry, I'm double checking the rules on unconventional warfare. Oh, I should say, before we actually roll dice, which anyone can do this, you are currently at -1d because, not that you would know this because it's just the next company roll you make, but your company is currently suffering from the negative effects of cursive names. So you get -1d on your next roll that uses territory or sovereignty.
Huh.
oh,
Well,
okay.
Unlike
did
cursive
just
naming a guy, it goes away after one roll. But
we did
Your
just
first
piss
roll will
off
be at -1.
witches, so I assume. Yeah, fair.
Months ago.
Just.
Wait, do I have Soul of Fire?
Maybe I should just like rally them together. I could probably do an Aspire.
well, keep in mind you got a couple more rolls in the can. So
I'll worry about it later. I guess it'd be
I should not
first
do
with
Inspire.
9,
I'll do it then.
and this will be opposed. So let me grab an I'll roll. I'll roll above the board.
I do not have Soul of Fire.
Yeah, Soul of Fire works both ways, doesn't it?
Well, it doesn't like extinguish, but you can make it burn like extra bright for like a few minutes, then it burns itself out. So I
Right,
could cast
yes.
solar. I would call it solar flare, and everyone would be blinded, but the fire's.
Oh, actually, also, sorry, not to cut you off, Lucky, but I forgot. I gave him the bonus, but I should also give the results of Nicola's chemistry roll, because he's going to be looking at this fire for probably a few minutes, at least. Hey, Nicola, you're very familiar with this sort of fire. This fire was started by fire sand.
Okay.
Oh.
All right.
It
okay.
would
This
seem
is-
like somebody probably took some small amounts of fire sand, as much as maybe if you unscrewed a firework and stole its fire sand and threw it into, campfires, fireplaces, oil lamps, something, and kickstarted this. So it is an accelerated fire.
That seems deliberate.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, it seems like arson. World's first arson investigator.
A is for arson. B is for barson. C is for commit arson. D is for don't stop me. I'm going to commit arson.
We need a new word for how bad and wrong this is.
So it is influence plus
Mega
minus
crime.
7, 2. Alright, so they're also rolling 9s.
Oh wait, I don't think Axe knows the thing I'm referencing.
It's
Oh, well. I think you did do it.
I have 7s and 9s, so yeah.
9s
I think
beat
your 8s
8s.
and your
Let me
5s.
double check the rules. Does it gobble every set? Or gobble just wreck your sets? So I have 5s left.
And I have 7. Unless you're
You got 7s. You got a third set? Because I got 3s.
Yeah, let me remove this so you can see
I
it
also
better.
have 1.
Side by side.
So I think your 8s can get rid of. I don't think you can get rid of my 9s though.
Well, you're gobbling all my sets.
Oh, okay. I can't gobble the
Policing
3s
is a
then.
defensive role.
Okay.
All right, let me make sure that's how that works then.
Nom 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 nom.
If their gobble dice ruin or wreck all of your sets, or if you don't roll any. But you don't. That's right. Gobble dice are weird. You don't actually have to match set for set. Your
Oh, okay.
9s are strong enough to break my 8s and my 5s, and then your 7s could break my 3s. That's right. Because you're creating gobble dice.
Okay.
So, because basically you've generated
gobble dice are
4
weird.
sets worth of gobble dice that can break anything that are a smaller height. So you can just chip my set so I don't have any sets, because I don't got any like 3-wits or anything you got to worry about. It's all 2s wide, right? Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. So I guess 'cause
Okay.
I have Yeah,
I
basically,
know,
if,
Lucky,
if I have a pair of Gobble Dice, I can basically use it to fuck up 2 sets.
I believe so, yes.
Because I have
So
Perry,
long
I've
as they are
read up on them
appropriate.
quite a bit. So
It's a little weird. I think some dice from other sets make a little more sense, but it's not terrible. Okay. All right, so if they're Gobble Dice ruin your sets, or if you don't roll any, you don't achieve your goal. All right, okay. You don't lose the point of sovereignty. Good job,
so
gang.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I was concerned for a moment there. Or I'm still a bit concerned, but more like I was way more concerned a moment ago. Yeah, I'll mark that.
I don't know why
I
I
should
read.
also do the same.
I saw that
Alright, we're now down to 2 might
saw her
and-
live.
We're now down to 2 might sovereign.
Oh, it's interesting you think you're only down that far. Because when you are defending against unconventional warfare, you also have another step, which is to capture the enemy forces, which is another exact same roll. So basically what's going on is this probably happens over the next like 10 or 20, maybe even 30 minutes, and I will double check him at the castle before we actually make the capture escaping enemies roll, the counter exfiltrate roll. But basically over the next series of minutes, the king sends some blood shields down. None of you countermanded that. None of you said, no, your majesty, you definitely can't do that. So about half your the blood shield force is out there.
What is the roll to capture these guys?
It'll be might plus sovereignty again.
Ooh. Oh no.
Okay.
Yeah. Keep in mind they just used their might plus influence for the first roll, so their stats are also dinged.
So we only have 6 dice. We actually.
So Konrad's going
So
to.
that's what I said. I'm going to give you guys an opportunity, but let me finish my description. Like I said, so you guys on the ground are aided by the blood shields. Konrad has formed a bucket brigade. Logesh joins the bucket brigade. Lamplighters. What number of city guardsmen were already like right next to the fire, and so don't hear the orders to pull back, etc. And just volunteers, because that's how this works in this time. Are basically, you're forming buckets from the nearby wells, reservoirs, any kind of water source. You move it via passing buckets down. Anyone can carry large vessels, moves large vessels of water down, that sort of thing. As the fire has engulfed a whole city block, basically. Like I said, this row of old row homes and abandoned businesses and derelict housing that was used by the Smith boys. Nicola arrives on scene and has his elemental, just throw globs of itself at the fire. But he stops to investigate, and you're like, this was definitely fire sand. What happens while you guys are securing the street, putting down the fire, is you realize that these out-of-town ruffians are still here. They are, actively shivving Smith's boys, possibly actively shivving city guardsmen, but again, you prevent the sovereignty damage, so they don't actually pull that off because reinforcements arrive. Throwing, firecrackers into fire sources, shit like that. So now you're like, hey, wait a minute. There's some assholes causing this fire. Let's get them.
Oh, they get the
Okay, so it wasn't the Smith boys. Well, I mean, it was, but it wasn't.
Yeah, the Smith boys are probably donezo tonight, as evidenced by any of them who have not been, burned in their homes or, are captured by the guard, fleeing randomly from the sequence so that somebody can be like, hey, you have anything to do with this fire? Have been shivved.
Well, time to defend the weak. I'm gonna punch a shit out of him. Or try to.
Okay, you're gonna get in there in person.
Take a few of them
All right.
alive. Questioning.
Well, that'll be the result of
I
this
don't-
roll. What are you doing to try and emphasize capturing or forcing their forces to ground?
Punch him. I don't have lethal damage on punching. I'm just
Don't
gonna
you
punch
That's
him.
fair. You
Don't you have, like,
are a guy
metallic
who helped.
arm?
Well, then
That just
50%.
actually just does +1 shot.
Yeah. Also, that means
Blunted.
50% of them will be fine.
I mean, you only get. I believe your arm only deals +1 shock with that
Yeah,
arm,
it is
not
+1 shot.
extra killing, because it's still blunt. But yes, all right. In that case, roll your coordination plus weapon unarmed pool to join in the thuggening. Aren, I think you said something earlier, but I didn't catch it. What's Comrade's doing besides just being mad?
He's hunting them down with Ignis.
All right. Oh, okay. Then roll your sense plus scrutinize pool with what is it? +1d or +2d for Ignis?
Plus 2D because he's an elite companion.
He is a good dog. Yes. All right, Nico's managed some decent success.
Sure. Yeah.
All right. That's fair. That's fair.
Really? 4s and 2s. Okay.
Well, that's all you need. All right, that'll give you +2. That'll give you basically replace the dice down you got.
Okay.
All right, so +2 from you. Okay. All right.
Should be here in about an hour or so. An hour or so.
Also, while Lucky's doing that, Leslok, you're kind of observing the scene from the back. This is unrelated to the bonus, but go ahead and roll me your sense plus scrutinize.
Sure, that's all right then.
I might catch Lucky his too when he jumps back.
5s. 5s and 2s.
All right.
Lucky may not be here, but Buster certainly is.
Pretty sure Lucky muted his microphone. I don't know how we can still hear Buster.
It's a continuous thing. Keeps happening.
Oh, there it is.
Is he like? Does he like step on the? I mean, I heard it click a couple of times, but is he stepping on the cords? Who knows?
Fucking Buster just hits his paw on the fucking microphone. Turn on, damn you.
Imagining it. Clicky's back. Okay. You don't with 5s. You don't notice anything immediately out of place on the hill. We will come back to what's going on with the gang. So you guys have +2Ds on your might plus sovereignty, which offsets your minuses. So you're back at whatever your normal might plus sovereignty would be, which is what, 8? Yeah.
Okay, sorry about that. I stepped away for a minute there, so I didn't really get in, but that's fine.
Yeah.
I have my headphones on. You guys seem to
I-
have it under control.
Okay.
I'll just lurk in the shadows.
He's looking in the shadows. You can also make me a sense plus scrutinize roll if Inos is lurking in shadows looking for things.
I will.
Sorry, I just read what Loth just typed.
Whoops.
I'm just like, "Rah." Okay, all right. But who wants to roll the also force? Nothing sticks out immediately. I'll signal you guys in a second. Who wants to roll the might plus sovereignty? So I'm trying to remember because the
I'll do it
other
again.
guy's roll is also
I don't
might.
think lucky. I don't think I can do lucky for computers. I'll still do it again.
Yeah,
So-
yeah, I believe so. Okay. So I'm gonna roll my influence. Should be. Better get this back. So
5s and 6s.
5s and 6s.
You
God.
have 4.
Okay.
Beats the 4s.
Yeah, no, beats them pretty good now.
I'll go ding them again.
Okay. Yeah, I mean that's what you do. That's where we're doing
One
company
might,
stuff.
3 Sovereigner now.
Okay. If you don't smash their sets, which they do not, they only got 4s. Lose a point from might and influence until the end of the month. Oh no, that's a dynamic contest. Okay, it's a separate one. When you're exfiltrating, destroy that against there again. Defender and roller can be contested. If you grab their sets, you escape clean. If you don't, you lose a point of influence permanently.
Oh, okay. That's why getting up stuff to race.
I will go ahead and permanently mark down -1 influence for those guys.
How many interactions in company rules are just permanent, like stat loss?
A few.
Okay, I guess it makes some of the other make more sense. You just like keep getting it back up.
Yeah, I mean, you're supposed to take some risk. This was the discussion I had with Lucky for a long time about unconventional warfare on the back end, because it seemed like the idea was that it was only a loss for a month, which seems like inordinately weak for a thing you have to roll 2 or 3 times, and you are at risk of losing multiple permanent points in if you fuck it up. But you successfully defended your sovereignty, and you have dinged their influence. I'm going to ask the company a weird one. Would the company like to roll Be Informed to notice something else going on here? If you don't, that's okay. We'll come back to that.
Brief question. What is the stats for that one again?
Be Informed is influence plus sovereignty.
Okay.
Is there any
Six sides of
negatives
that
to
will be
rolling
different.
this?
It'll ding the stats.
Our influence go down to 2, and our sovereignty go down to 2.
Yeah,
Okay.
you'll take another penalty for the month.
And they'll basically have been like half our stats, half our points, besides our wealth.
In one night, crazy.
Yeah,
That's why
let's
I'm
not,
asking.
then.
Do you want to be informed for additional information?
I will leave it up to Leslok and Inos to decide that.
Ignorance is bliss.
How much time do we
I
have
wanna
left in the rest of the
know-
month?
Yeah, what time?
I believe it's the middle of summer. It's like early or midsummer 3. So
And
you got a
we're-
few
this-
weeks at least.
This
And
is one
we're
of those-
we're leaving the area, so hopefully we don't have to worry about it. That's it.
I don't know.
Don't
Like,
say that.
depending on what
Don't
we
say
like,
that.
like if we capture these
Don't
guys, we
tempt
might be able to
fate.
press them for information, which may
Yeah.
want us to do things. I don't know.
Also,
I-
the curse of names.
I vote no.
So honestly, this is one of those risk and reward things here. We could try and get an early advantage now and give up something later, or let something slip just so we can be prepared later. Honestly, each way has its merits. So honestly, this is a flavor thing. This is a flavor thing. Well, I won't say a flavor thing. This is a you thing, Axe. What do you want to do?
I want to
You
know
want more info now?
because the
You want to
curse-
know?
Because the curse of names. Because it's like, okay, yeah, we're
Okay, all right, okay.
All right.
Roll me then. Be informed.
all right. Can I do anything beforehand, or is the board just going to do it at the exact moment?
No, I want you to just roll. I think.
All right then. Let's see. Hillary.
Nothing. Nothing. All right.
Yeah, I don't think I can roll lucky for that. So yeah. Because I think lucky is to character, not to.
Yeah, I think we've discussed this before.
Yeah, it's on specifically character roles.
Yeah, I believe it's to,
All right.
to rules you make.
So
I'll
Dean-
go mark the ding. Yeah.
Yep.
And we did not succeed.
All right.
It is
so
how it is
sovereignty,
sometimes.
Let me.
So influence and sovereignty. That
Okay,
one.
so,
Yep.
yeah, so that's
All right,
3
we're now
dings on
influence.
sovereignty, 2 dings on might, 1 ding on
One on
influence. You still have a fuckload of treasure, and your territory is fine.
We still have money.
We have more money.
Maybe
See if we
use that to
can
offset some things.
money away a few problems. All right, so what happens though is that you guys do arrest some of these guys. Nicola, you grab at least one guy personally because that was your contribution. And Konrad, you probably find some more of these guys with your dogs and you shout, "Seize him! Clap him in irons!" So you guys have captured a couple of guys. These guys have a very familiar build to you. They are scruffy gentlemen from a indeterminate geographic background, perhaps Miluise. Not necessarily Norlon natives, though they could be from any number of boroughs, any number of provinces. They're wearing darkly tanned leather hoodlum gear and dark gray or dark blue canvas hoods and cloaks and stuff, with knives and short swords and stuff.
I'm not sorry.
You
but
guys have encountered some guys like this.
I'm just imaging fucking rogue random encounter assets right now.
I mean, yeah, basically. And hey, anybody played Dragon Age 2?
Yeah, it's those dudes. Literally.
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
Jump down from the rooftops. You've
It's
captured
the
a couple of
red
guys, which can be
game.
useful for intel gathering later. It is during this process, because, like I said, you have not lost the point of sovereignty. You've just lost the temporary points for expending your company assets. They will come back, at the end of the month or when the new month begins. You've captured some guys, and you've successfully, corralled the fire. It will be extinguished, especially once, like I said, once Nicola determines it's arson and then sets about grabbing and punching arsonists in the face. The spreading fire gets to go down a little. But, unfortunately, our night is not over. Partway through this process, Leslok, as you're back out there, coordinating, looking out, shouting at some stuff. Basically you and obviously the King's Council are kind of the authority figures right here. So, basically, especially without the additional, escort of Nicola, the Omaran, Oro, and Ferretti groups are kind of milling around the gatehouse, not sure if they should go or not. You guys have Logesh's orders still stand, so the front of the castle and some of the walls are reinforced with extra guards, watching the main approaches. So like half your guests are kind of like bundled up at the entrance, getting ready to go out, unless you want to clear them to go through. Which could be a discussion because you don't know if it's safe to go out, but you do notice the fire start to go down. But as that is going on, because you guys are just out here, Inos is kind of flitting around in the background. But you said you started at least close by to Leslok, so I imagine you wouldn't go too far from him.
No, sorry, I've just been distracted with real life stuff, so I haven't been able to contribute. But I think everything is going somewhere similarly. So yes, Inos is just a background character right now.
But you guys, that means you guys are the only player characters in the building when, because like I said, I imagine that this operation to extinguish the fire and capture those guys to defend against the unconventional warfare, which, by the way, to let everybody know, in case that wasn't clear, that's what that was, by the way.
Yeah, it was a whole
enemy company engaged in unconventional warfare against you. They were trying to snipe your sovereignty, but you stopped them. You stopped them good.
They still fucking depleted us a bit, but that's different.
Temporary.
Yeah, but it's better than having to make those rolls to defend yourself and then also lose a point of sovereignty permanently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On top of it, everything right now is just temporary. But while this operation is ongoing, like I said, for at least definitely the entire operation will at least be 30 minutes to maybe an hour before it's all complete. Like I said, Leslok, you're probably somewhere in the inner bailey because, though I don't know, I think you could be in the outer bailey with your guests. You let me know in a second. Because like I said, I don't think the High King and the remainder of his blood shields leave the inner bailey, but he's definitely, I feel like, pacing back and forth between the Great Hall and the inner bailey outside, waiting for news back since he did detach his guards. And Aunt Yibel comes down to you, Leslok, because you are the Marquess and also the primary guy here. Everybody else has popped off. And she kind of like quietly pulls you aside and says, "Oh, would she?" No, I think she would just call you Leslok in this moment. She just kind of like quietly says to you, kind of out of earshot of everybody except Inos, because he's shifty and can be here. She's basically like, Leslok, sentries on the north wall haven't reported in. I'm not sure what, but I think something's going on. And most of our men have just been called down the hill.
You hear Eno's hiss. Yeah, it's all like, and scoots over to the Marquess and is like, it's just all like, we have too many important people milling around right now. It's like we need to. I'm sorry, trying to think of it. I was like,
Sorry, I'm giving you time because like I just.
He's thinking. Yeah.
Yep.
If you need a second, I have a comment from Aunt Ebel as well, since she's here.
Okay.
She would basically be like, when you say that, and then kind of, pauses for a second because he's trying to figure out his line. She says, then we need to decide: are we letting him out or are we keeping him in? Fire seems like it's good. We've got a bunch of guards on the front gate. We can let our guests who aren't staying in the castle out of the keep, and keep the gates, and close the outer gates. Maybe we can get His Majesty to stop pacing and go back to the inner keep. Or we tell them all to come back into the inner keep and we close the outer bailey.
It's more defendable if they'll come back in, but like we have people to send people to check the north.
She kind of, clasps you on the upper arm and says, that's unfortunately what you're for, your lordship. Take a party to check the south walls. Or the north walls, because the gate faces south. That's the back half of the granary side of the outer bailey.
Mm. It's like, Enos pauses and goes, I'll go check the north wall. I'll see who I can rustle. I can find who I can rustle up in the meantime. If you were to take my advice, send the guests out, but inform the High King that something may be afoot more, and that we need to tighten security around him and the royal party.
I like
just in case.
This is a good plan. I don't know how else to signal this. Inos, you get the equivalent of a what's the word for this? Not several cutscenes will play, but in 14 when you've got a quest objective that involves a fight, it has the ominous purple aura.
Oh, God damn it.
The zone has a purple zone. Basically, do you solo want to wander, or maybe with some NPCs, don't want to wander into something?
I personally,
maybe I should come with you.
I am personally not against this, but like I don't know. Like I said,
technically, I come with you.
No, you cannot.
I will say, at least for
stay here.
Okay, no, hold on, guys. I gotta say, you want Leslok to stay and be safe because that's important, but also like that does mean that Axe is kind of like sitting around doing nothing as a player, right?
It's true.
Like he should have the option to decide whether or not he wants to risk it, because obviously I'm giving him the same alert, but just being like, no, you must stay is like, well, part of the point of the company rules is that like if God's forbid Leslok bites it, the house doesn't die.
Yeah.
So
I would make a new character, and Konrad would take my mantle. Really, that would go.
Oh,
yes. He doesn't want
That's
to.
how
Yes.
I know that's how that would go,
Well,
though, if I died.
It's you or Logesh. It's certainly not me or Inos.
Well, Logesh threw away his title, unfortunately. He can't take it back.
Well, like I said,
Well,
I mean,
throw away his title. Anyway, it's one of those things where like
but
it
it's
is much more sensible for Leslok not to go out.
yes.
But it is his castle keep.
Yes, like I said, Inos is probably going to go. Like, if Inos has to like do a fucking boss encounter 1-on-1, well, them's the breaks. Like maybe like I said, I don't have to fight to the death. If nothing else, I can try running away. That's always an option.
Oh yes, goodness no. I was going to say
Also-
you can absolutely escape encounters.
Yes.
An idea could be that Leslok has some of his guards, like, not right there, but, like, within... Oh, we hear Inos yell. And they're there in a round or two.
Oh god, fuck no! I can't say. I
Maybe
can't sing. I
maybe I
can't
could back the
signal.
show
I
up
can't
later.
signal you with the coin, can I? You can only signal me. Son of a bitch.
Unfortunately, I can't make it two-way. I wish
Yeah,
I could.
I know.
Yeah, it's the breaks.
Well, like I said,
Aurelius
I think-
coins two-way.
Like I said, I think personally it's appropriately dramatic for Enos to go off, maybe with a few guards, and go investigate, because unfortunately Enos is very paranoid. And
That's
he's-
fair. I
No,
just,
it's fair.
I just totally
I mean,
wanted to dramatically show up to shoot a guy. To shoot a guy.
Well,
But
we'll see what goes on with Enos then. Like, if you think it's more sensible for you not to go right up, like obviously you're the boss here. You can,
Yeah, you're
you
the
can
boss.
insist on going. I want to
If
say.
you want to
But
insist on
I would
going,
say,
I'm gonna be cross, but I'm gonna be cross as Enos. But
I won't
you know,
go immediately, but if something happens, I'm gonna try to show up.
Okay,
that's fair. You'll hang around. All right.
So essentially, if something does happen and less luck is required, he'll be there in a round or two.
Well, this is where we figure out how fast you can skedaddle because you have a movement rate.
Yeah, I also
Um,
I have some points in run, but I still my other shoes be great.
But
right
like I
now.
said, so to before Enos heads out. So basically, Ebel said for it to release. So the plan then is to have her basically go out front to the outer bailey, usher out your guests who are leaving out the castle gates, and probably close them up. And have the High King and Co. retire to the inner keep.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right. So, and Enos is going to go out back and check things out. Okay. Alrighty. And Leslok will stand dramatically in the Great Hall door, or I don't know. Actually, you can pick your poison. Do you want to stand in the Great Hall door? Or do you want to stand in the because there's the inner gate?
Let me look at the map again to see what I think about it. It's like I was thinking of. Honestly, I might be standing on the inner gate walls, or like the top of the inner gate.
Okay, you want to stand on top of the inner gate. That's a cool dramatic pose. Did I mention it's a full moon tonight? It's a full moon tonight, by the way.
damn it! You beat me. Axe beat me to it before I finished typing.
Because I was thinking about sitting at like the top of the gate, like looking. I can look to the north and then seeing the distance of thing and just make a really. What we can remember when it comes up. We'll see.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah.
see.
But you're standing on the inner
Bloody
gate walls.
bloody
I will say,
tallest
like I said,
tower.
keep in mind the gates are oriented south. North is where the sentries have disappeared because the
Oh yeah.
like I mentioned before, like Stonehearth and Houston Citadel are like due south of Fjalliv, so it's a full moon. It's relatively low cloud cover. There's a little, and in the background there's a big mountain range with a really big pale mountain due north of you, like constantly looking behind you. Yeah, you want to pin the Citadel? We can do that. I was looking for it earlier and I
I
had
just
so I
make it easier
reprinted
because
it.
I keep looking at it a bunch of times today.
I will pin it so we don't have to keep scrolling up.
Me first.
All right.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Enos, you go out. What preparations are you doing as you pop out the inner gate and creep around the walls? Do you have particular care whether you creep on the workshop side or the garden side?
If I was to break into this castle, which side would probably be easiest?
Ooh, gardens.
I think you would kind of know actually.
I mean, I do have
that would be
espionage
also
and
yes.
espionage and logistics, so we'll
No,
start
the
on-
sneaking would definitely be easier through the gardens because you don't. Stonehearth doesn't have like big decorative gardens. You have very practical garden. It's an herb and like root vegetable garden. So you have seasonal fruit trees, patches of planted root vegetables and various herbs, some of which flower, but mostly are for practical purposes. All right, so you'll creep around that side.
I'll creep around that.
That is the west side.
Least.
Any particular actions? I assume you're creeping, so I'll have you roll stealth. But is there any kind of other stuff you want to do for this?
I think I'm gonna cast Soul of Night. How long does that last? Hang on, let me check that real quick. Soul of Light. Soul of Night. How long does this last? Minutes. Wait, no, I'm not. I don't want to probably be casting this, but I want to at least prep it so that if I do get into a scrap, I'll be able to cast it instantly instead of having to wait the slow 3.
Yep. Yeah, you can basically take the turns. Oh, where's that section? Sorry, everybody. Check our rules. Is that in wealth?
Also, I need to check something in the book real quick. Sorry, I was not
Yeah,
planning solo adventures right now, so I am unprepared.
I don't think any of us were.
Well, I mean, I will say shout out to you guys, for hauling ass out of the castle, but that wasn't necessarily what I was originally thinking. That'll make this much more interesting.
I mean, that's what makes it fun, personally.
No, it's true. Like, it's the this whole game is basically, well, I should say everything post prologue is a really interesting pendulum swing between rampant paranoia and adventurers. Like, you guys will be like, Logesh literally goes, yes, let me pull back guys from this bucket brigade, to safeguard the citadel, which does mean that there is a healthy escort on your guests as they leave the castle keep. But meanwhile, Konrad's like, I summon every guy I can find.
Yeah. Well, wasn't told not to, so.
Yeah.
That's not it. Is that in advantages? Oh no, it's not even. It's me being bad about the book. Okay, all right. So,
Guys! There we go.
Hey, listen.
No.
Yeah, no. I could see in the dark, but... I'm making noise while I look up stuff so I can be prepared in case I get jumped.
Jump you shall.
Jump.
So you're prepping Soul of Night, though. So also, I think I cut myself off earlier. I was going to say, so you should probably still roll your coordination plus stealth, no matter what.
Yes, Shroud the Shoal will not necessarily help me here. Because I think...
Yeah, Shroud the Soul just makes it seem like you belong there. If you already belong here is the problem.
Yeah. So let me roll stealth real quick. Is that right? No, that's not right. 70-10. Wait, is it 70-10? No, it's 60-10. I'm not that great at...
That's why you had Shroud the Soul invented.
Yeah.
You wanted to be better at stealth without having to be good at stealth all around.
Yeah. Well, not very sneaky, but let me roll... Wait, no, I'm holding it. I'll cast when I do the cast.
All right. Well, Enos, you are slipping your way through the gardens by moonlight. You run up. You are not necessarily being stealthy. You know, you have a piece of obsidian or black glass or something, in your hand, palmed, ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
So you're ready to just smoke bomb.
In case.
Go ahead and roll me once again. Yeah, sense plus scrutinize.
I know I got scrutinized. What the hell is that? Oh, okay. Not 7S10. Excuse you. That's a new one. 4s? Yes, 4s.
No, 4s. Okay. It's gonna be is that another straight? No, there's 2 4s. Starts with a 4. Has 4 in the middle. All right. So Enos, here's what you see. You are unburdened by any sort of darkness of night anyway. So, what you see is, as you round the corner and get to the back section, as I mentioned before, and you can see them on the map, there are big stone granaries inside the citadel. The place is designed to weather both a long winter and a long siege. And of course, you have the triple layered walls. Just on the edge of your vision, you can catch what looks like rope lines, grapnel lines being pulled down from the inner wall of the castle. It looks like somebody threw some lines and, silently dealt with the sentries.
Mm-hmm.
And then have descended into it. You have just enough time to make out a plot critical conversation before you are spotted because you did not roll stealth. So you see a band of figures. Now, I will say this detail to the audience and to the players, but Enos doesn't yet know the difference. But Enos, you see a pack of maybe a couple dozen people who are dressed very differently from the group that are currently, smash cut to Nicola hitting one of them with a folding chair.
Oh yeah.
Two dozen, 25-ish men. 25-ish men.
Oh boy.
2 of them have unique character portraits, but we'll get to that in a second.
Uh-oh.
Sorry, that was very loud. I'm a little surprised.
Sorry. I may have bitten off more than I can chew here.
Yeah, I know. I warned you. Well, like I said, you're gonna listen to. You're gonna catch a plot critical moment here. So, the rank and file of this group are dressed in what can only be described as inverse robes of the Church of the Seven.
Inverse.
Yes. Normally, priests have a color scheme which is very particular on, purest white, blood red piping, and usually a bit of maybe some gold or silver for ornamentation, or other specific colors and gemstones if they are in a particular order associated with them. These people who are hooded and masked or veiled are wearing deep, dark, blood red robes, which helps them blend into the shadows, with hints of ivory white piping. It's almost the same color scheme as the blood shields, but obviously, like I said, they're wearing, like mantles, hoods, masks, or veils, tunics, robes, kind of a thing. Though they appear to be wearing sturdy work or climbing boots, sturdy gloves, and have knives in their belts. 2 knives in their belts. And there's, like I said, there's probably like 20-ish of these guys, maybe 21, 22. One of them does have let's just say they look a little more elite than the others. They have a steel-capped quarterstaff with them and have additional, not gold, but probably like additional like bright red, or other brightly colored markings. Their veil, their hooded, has an image of a serpent biting its own tail.
It's them.
Oh. The two unique people you see are, one of them speaks with a young woman's voice. It's a little hard to tell from where she is, but she's got hood up, covered in light armor, like you think like some splints and slat mail maybe or something. Even with your vision, it's a little hard to tell. But she's got a couple of like big quivers or cases like strapped to her sides. And even though she's wearing a hood, her upper face is covered by either a domino mask or some kind of like very black makeup. She is talking. Yeah, no, it's a good question. Yeah, no. So guys, nobody said anything. I think you've still got your chains because you wear them as an accessory.
Yeah.
Even when you disarm, you carry your chains on you as almost like not like as a joke, but as like a deliberate
Payment.
move. Like you're like, oh no, nobody will question my chains.
Do I have to? I'm sorry. This is one of those
Go
things. Inos has been trying to stealthily hide knives on his person ever since he made the Metagrease knives. I know, like, do I have to like make rolls?
You can just have some knives. Like if anybody searched you, you'd have to make coordination plus stealth, I think, to hide him. But
no, like Inos probably did not bring his giant, fucking cook knives to dinner. That'd just be a little weird.
Yeah.
But
I mean, you decided to sortie out alone. If you wanted to grab your hook knives before leaving the keep, I'd allow it.
I would like my hook knife. I can understand
because I did warn you that there would be some spice here. So
no, like I think grabbing the knives would be okay. I don't think Inos would have had enough time to maybe grab some armor or anything. But he at least
you did not say you wanted to put on your full regalia battle rattle because that is a suit you have. That's a very cool suit that does stuff for you, but. You did not say you were going out of your way to get that out of your room, but your hook knife should be pretty easy to grab.
That's like just grabbing a belt.
Yeah. So the other person, you see this woman who seems suspiciously like Mariposa Marsh, speaks with the voice of an older gentleman. He's got like a hooded cloak on or robe, dark like burlap or canvas, something like reinforced but sturdy. So you can't see exactly what's going on. He has an eye patch. He has a lot of scars. He's got a little gray at his temples. His hair's kind of pulled back in a ponytail. You're again not kind of sure what his, where he's from. He has what looks like an arquebus strapped over his back.
Okay.
Still looks like maybe not a modern musket design, like a couple generations outdated, but is an arquebus.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of slung over his shoulder. And other than that, he's like covered in his cloak. And basically, you hear Inos before you have to decide to what you're going to do with this shenanigans. But basically, those two people are conferring, and the guy says, "All right, looks like our boys down there are in trouble." Looks over his shoulder to the slightly special-looking one. Hope that trade's worth it for you guys. I'm certain old Kingy and Stabby are going to be in the inner bailey. So we'll circle around to the gates. How about you, Marsh? And she just says, well, I'm here to settle a score, so I'll just take on the first one I can see. At which point I think she dramatically leans around as Inos is standing in a beam of moonlight around the corner of the bailey and stopped short because he saw 25 guys, and he's like, she does not shout, but she just gestures with a hand quietly and says, "Sentry, get him." So Inos, sense order declared. A group of these guys, who are also themselves probably around 10 or 12. We'll figure out how many if you stop and fight them. Threat guys are going to attempt to rush and seize you. They declare before you do. What do you want to do?
No, unfortunately, fucking PTSD sirens are going off in Enos's head. So, no, he's just gonna start killing. Unfortunately.
All right. Let me see. I didn't put a scale, but let's see how far they are because they're going to rush towards you. They're going to use their free movement.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, Enos is gonna fucking Dio walk at them. And give him a stabbing. Hang on 1 second.
So let's see. Yeah.
Because I do have an esoteric that I want to use.
It's important. You can. Yeah, I know. You can do that at the start of the fight if you want to threaten. You want to vibe.
Yeah, but let me see.
Let's see. So you're coming around the inner keep. You come around there. They're coming from around behind granaries. So I will say you are starting for a fight. You are starting, unfortunately, some distance away. You are probably like 30 or 40 feet from them. After they take their full turn move to rush, like 15 feet towards you.
Okay.
And let me double check how much threat these guys have. That's going to be important in a second, I think. Yeah. They're threat 3. Everything but magic.
Roll terrified.
Different move. He said esoteric, not spell.
Yeah. When I use... Okay, so... I'm not necessarily going... Well, actually, do I want to do display?
Talk me through. What's your idea? We're breaking all kinds of new ground tonight.
Like I said, is it just that one group attacking?
Yes. The one group of 12 is moving towards to attack you. The figure you assume is Mariposa Marsh is lurking, waiting to see on this. The Matchlock Eye Patch gentleman and the other dozen guys are going to try and ditch you and basically go the other way around.
Okay, so they're okay. So these guys are going to try and move on, and I cannot stop them all. Okay. But
this is the unfortunate factor of I have arranged this so that you can't thwart stage 1 type shit. There's multiple in there. You could, because you're like just outside the wall, you could yell as loud as you like, and that's probably not an action to just be like alarm intruders, and get the rest of the castle on alert. But you don't know how that's gonna run with everybody.
That's true.
Like you don't know what the response for that is.
I don't. And I'd rather not things get too messy. So, this is what Inos is going to do. 1, he is going to draw his blades very slowly and deliberately. And, well, for all intents and purposes, unleash his bloodlust. This will be basically a feint using his intimidate pool. Silently. Because he does not have to speak anymore to intimidate anybody. And as kind of a free action, he is going to give a short series of whistles.
Okay.
I'll do it here.
You might actually be able to hear. This was not specifically a prearranged signal with Leslok.
But let's see.
But he might hear some whistling.
Like use Zorvos. We'll do mine.
Oh yeah, it's your whole action because they've only got knives. They got to run up on him.
Yeah, like I said. So yes, no. Inos moves forward, draws his knives, and becomes very scary.
Which level are we employing specifically?
We're using the Devil's Shout and Mortal Silence.
Okay. Where?
Hello, tab? My fucking houses tab is black. There it is. It woke up. Because no matter what you roll your intimidate pool, it's just I'm double checking the mechanical effects. Is there a BR in the front? What thing have you been thinking I've been typing?
Yes, feints are basically. Let me see here. That are in combats, right? Yes. Basically, the target loses a die from one of their sets as if they've been hit, and I get a +1 to attack them next round, maximum to the bonus. You cannot get the benefit of feinting and aiming at the same time.
There it is. Like, okay. Yes, we include the feint maneuver. You can intimidate. All right. Right. Okay. Are you sure you want to feint them and not? What's the other maneuver?
Threaten.
Yeah, it'd be threaten or display move.
Let me double check here.
Threaten. Similar to display move at the start.
Oh, actually, yeah, no. Like threaten does the exact same thing. It will basically just do a free morale attack at the stuff, and I can still use Mortal Silence to just be.
Yeah, you do not have to actually shout the threat.
Yes. Yes. No. So.
And you get a +1 to this.
Yes. These people do not know I'm a biter, so that would not work. But.
You're a biter,
yeah.
what?
So, yes, Inos will, just draw knives, do a threaten, and do a whistle.
All right, roll them. I will say you are looking for width here, and you've got it. Jesus.
4 5s?
Yeah, because it's a morale attack equal to with the strength equal to the width. So that's a morale attack 4. So I think that peels off 4 of these guys. Out of a dozen, the front 4 of them are rushing towards you, drawing their knives. You just draw your knives and JoJo pose, and they stop and, not only do they let the other 8 guys rush forward, but they also take a step back. You hear the sound of Mariposa Marsh kind of saying softly, "You idiots, it's just one man." As they kind of retreat, back to her position.
Mm-hmm.
Because unfortunately, they're taken out of this conflict, but unfortunately, their only way to escape would be to go back up the walls, and they just pulled down the grapples. So that'll take longer than this combat to resolve.
They are sufficiently cowed for now.
I'm picturing one of them turning back to grab the rope and just goes, "All right."
Leslok, I would like you to make that hearing roll, though. Yes, because Inos said he let out some short, sharp whistles. It's not a specific signal, but
3-7.
Nice.
Okay, you're standing on the top, and you do hear some. It sounds like whistling. Like I said, this was not a Inos didn't tell you if there's trouble, I'll whistle kind of a thing.
No, but it's like.
So you don't know if it's him, but it sounds like there's some whistling sounds coming from the north section of the Outer Bailey, which is the opposite side of the wall you're on.
I assume everyone else has been escorted around.
I mean, it's only been a few minutes since you gave the order,
Okay.
but yeah, basically, the front gates are open, and the parties, Oro, Marin, Ferretti are heading out. And
Gotcha.
actually, I forgot. They have a residence in the city. They'd be withdrawing as well if you're authorizing everybody. So it's still a bit of a crowd because you're not like telling them to rush.
Of course.
All right. Okay.
I'm gonna probably, I guess, check that out after a bit. So we'll see about that.
I mean, you can start walking that way if you like. You remember you only move
Yeah.
a few feet around. So
Let's do that. I'll probably do it around.
Honestly, it will also probably. I'm thinking about it. It would probably look really weird if all of a sudden the Marquess just took off at a fucking dash.
No, I'm just
Yeah,
gonna start
it's
walking
hard-
over to be like, what? Okay, that feels a bit odd considering everything. So at least gotta look, at least see what's
Yeah.
happening.
All right, we move to the next declare round. These guys are going to declare that they're going to move closer. They will not be in range of you when they do it, so they're going to move 15 feet closer.
If I
And
move
I'm
my
pretty
15 feet closer,
sure-
will I be able to stab one?
I was just thinking. Let me check. Feet per round per penalty. So I believe that happens in the declare phase when you declare. So yes, if you declare you're also moving 15 feet closer, you can move 15 feet closer, and you'll be basically on them because you're moving 30 feet total, and be in hitting range for you to declare your actual action.
So, Inos will move up his free move 15 feet, and he is going to go ghost mode on one of the mooks. I'm assuming these are all unworthies.
Yes, these are all threat 3 unworthy opponents.
All right, then he will make
going
a
ghost.
single attack. But I do believe that is it.
Are we specifically going for a? Actually, do you?
Yes.
No.
I have
You're going for a display kill.
Specifically hail to the queen.
Ah, okay. That is. Well, that's the correct tab, but I'm in the wrong section. Okay, if you do it for free, and you don't even have to declare a display kill. That's much better. No penalties.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. Well, that's their declaration. Roll them.
Actually, a question. If I make multiple attacks, do I get multiple morale attacks, or do I only get one morale attack?
That's a very good question.
Because it says I can't activate any other martial techniques or esoteric disciplines. But it says nothing about, just doing more attacks.
It doesn't even can be activated if you're using anything else. Attack is resolved at the beginning of the next round's resolve phase. So I think that you do not get multiples because the morale attack goes into effect next round, basically.
Okay.
But it just happens for free.
For free. Then... Actually, let me double check my dice pools here real quick. Oh, wait, yeah, no, I'll be fucking fine. I forgot. These are Masterwork Damascene. They're not enchanted, but they're still very, very fine. And very, very sharp.
You get some pluses to this, certainly. I said, hey, you're gonna need them. These guys are threat 3.
Oh,
they're guys.
I'll probably still
they're
want to
armed.
attack. Even if I only get one morale attack, I'm still gonna want to attack multiple times. I gotta mow through some dudes.
Especially on this turn where basically you get a free hit because it makes sense they're unworthies and this is the power of players getting to declare, but you declare after them so you get to know, oh, I'm gonna be next to you guys, I'm gonna stab you.
Yeah, I'm gonna stab. I'm gonna see how many attacks I can get away with though. Let's see. So that's +2. Make that +3. plus 3, 8, 11, 2. 2. Actually, so no. So Inos is going to declare 3 attacks. Because I can do that many without actually losing dice from my pool. And I am going to set my expert dice at 5.
Okay, 5s. Nice average number.
Mm-hmm. So let me see it here. So that was the wrong one. I'm trembling slightly. Oh.
Dues, which doesn't count.
I almost
5s, because you expert diced.
Yeah.
Is that it? No third attack?
Yeah, wow.
Well, it was good you declared multiple.
Yeah. Well, shout out to my fucking me calling my expert dice. Otherwise, I wouldn't have gotten anything.
Yeah. I mean, my recommendation would have been 10, which would have also worked. But yeah, 5 is one of the dice in there, so you've locked it in. So you swipe with 1 knife. One of these guys actually blocks with one of their own. They are using, by the way, not hook knives, but they are using very basically stilettos. Like they're using small, sharp, triangular knives that mean business. These are not hunting or like utility knives. These guys are armed with daggers for killing people. And possibly they have, a little cool snake inlay. I don't know how cool these guys are on theming. But one of them actually parries your first blow. Your second blow, though, against that guy, because he's busy parrying, just digs your hook knife into, probably right under one of the ribs and just rip.
Mm-hmm.
So, how many points do you have in Intimidate?
6.
The full 6. Okay, all right. That means at the beginning of the next resolve phase, they suffer a morale attack 6. Which is going to be very bad for them.
Mm-hmm.
You could probably at this point hear them like muttering something about like, yeah. Sorry, I just wanted to say El Diablo. Yeah, that's not right. But they're definitely like kind of like what, they're kind of saying, what sort of monster is this? As you are, you are dead silent.
What is a man?
Too bad Wargman's not here. This could have been a team up.
Not quite Devil Man, but
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could say that thing you just did was Devil Chop. I was gonna say I don't think you've got Devil Kick or Devil Beam, but
I got Devil Stab.
Yep. At the new declare phase, because they get to declare, but it's gonna really fuck with their rolls. They are gonna declare. They're going to fucking shank you.
Okay.
I'm going to shank you with knives. What is your response?
Mm.
Keep in mind, 6 of these guys are gone. Which will leave one lone guy. So if they get one singular set, they might be able to still stab you.
Oh, actually, Inos is going to keep walking for, like, knowing that these guys are going to be, like, fucking cowed. Inos is going to keep moving towards the woman that may or may not be Mariposa Marsh.
All right, yeah.
The artist formerly known as Mariposa Marsh.
I mean, that's actually her name, but she had another alias that you guys saw through that was dumber.
Yeah, I don't actually know if that is her or not. I don't think Inos actually interacted a lot with that. So, but she is talking about doing a mischief in my home against people I care about. And so let's see here.
So you'll keep advancing, and any attacks, defense, anything like that.
This time I think I will feint against the one guy. I'm just gonna
right,
give him the
fair.
look. No, I'm gonna give him the look, and I am going to, well, smile at him.
Yep.
So this will,
specifically recently going unveiled.
yes.
Right. Roll
so-
intimidate.
Intimidate.
Plus
You've
1d
never
for
seen the look before.
threat. Plus 1d for the other thing. And let's see. Right now there are 8 of them. One I declare. Actually, that's a good question. Let me double check.
Oh, well, I am ready to roll.
Okay, figure out how many dice you need to roll. So it's the beginning of resolve phase it kicks in. Beginning of the next round's resolve. Okay, so yes, so they build their pool and roll it. It's just then that it gets them. So I'll roll.
Ooh, 3 5s.
3 5s.
If I can.
Might get a little shankied.
Mm,
Get 3 width.
no. I have 1s and 3s. Those are 2, so yeah. I think Inos is gonna get
Alright,
shanked.
now I have to double check unworthies again because I believe there are some limitations for how many they can use. Hit locations.
No, I think Unworthies can use all their sets because it's multiple guys.
Well, normally they can, but remember, during resolve they lose 8. They lose 6 guys.
Oof.
No wide successes. No wider than 3 can be used. If there's a tie, they go last. Okay, but we didn't get to there, and then they can only attack and defend, basically. One die is removed from a successful set. Okay. All right. Inos, you are stabbed. You take 3 killing damage to hit location 5.
Okay. I take 1
Which would be
killing
reduced to porpity. By the way, these are metal knives.
Yeah, I'm about to say. So Enos takes 1 killing to hit location 5.
Because the ring and your body. Yeah.
Yes, he's metal heart, and he has wearing his rings, which I make no. Of course, he's wearing his bling.
I love my
Don't be
bling.
stupid.
Which
be
I
one
think
is
I'm going to
hit
take it off
location
as if
5
he's
again?
like
What was that?
Which one is hit location 5? I can never remember the silhouette.
right arm.
One of the fucking arms. Right arm. Okay.
Right arm. Okay.
Hey,
Right arm is 5'6".
buddy, pal. Remember who these guys are?
Ah, poison.
Yeah. What's your body plus vigor like?
I have a wood aspect ring that will protect me against poison. 10 D double guys.
Ooh. Okay. All right. So you get to roll that pool because I'm gonna roll the potency of this.
This one was just when I made this one was back when I did. Yeah, no, this
Basically, you take the poison and just go, demon!
Well, his rings are gonna flash.
looks like I got 7.
Would this be the correct one? Yeah.
7s and 5s.
And 4s.
All right.
Solid.
There it is, yeah!
Let's see. I gotta decide. We'll do the average curve. Okay, we only make 7s, which you do gobble. Okay.
Well, the ring gobbles.
Yeah, the ring gobbles. And then normally it's... We don't worry about that. Okay. You figure to shake it off. Potency could be rolled multiple times. Nah, it's just a minor cut. Yeah, I think because you magically do it, you manage to dodge both the major and minor effects of Viper Toxin. The major effect is good. That's you die.
Ooh.
The minor effect is also pretty bad. Your heart hammers and you shake for about 5 or 6 minutes, during which you can't take any actions. However, because you have supernaturally gobbled this poison, you do not suffer that at all. Just your wood ring. What's in that? Amber?
Yes.
Yeah, so your amber ring flashes brilliant light, and you feel a hot sensation like coursing up your arm from that cut, and then it kind of like the ring flashes and it's blunted. So you do not take any negative effects from that poison at all.
Thank God.
But yeah, these guys have poisoned weapons. At which point, the rest of these guys go, "Demon, devil, back, regroup." So they all fall back, and we're gonna switch up a little. So Mariposa kind of steps forward with these guys because they are moving, and she waves them off and says, "Rejoin the others." It's a little too German. I'm supposed to be more French here. "Rejoin the others. I will take this one." She kind of nods her head at you, Inos, and says, "I recognize you. The Ironkin. I wonder what it says about the Marquess that he sends you out to do his dirty work."
Anos is just going to, point one knife at her and is like, "I'm giving you one chance to surrender."
She kind of pauses, kind of takes in a deep cleansing breath and says, "No, my friend, unfortunately,
I throw knives at her.
we are a little..."
He was very direct about it.
Yeah, no.
As soon as the no leaves, just knife
Okay.
in mouth.
Yes.
All right.
This is how absolute done Inos is.
Okay. No. All right.
The knives
she's
don't have
gotta
to
get you
hit.
back
Like,
first.
they can just be pure dramatic effect. But no, he throws knives.
All right, roll them. Actually, what's your sense?
3.
Okay, let me double check. You may declare before she does. Is that the right one? Yes, this is the right one.
I guess you gotta have a higher sense of order. You want to surprise people.
Yes.
Yes. No, this was burned into me when Mora gave Inos the bonk.
Yeah, the you wouldn't know until she declared. So
Yeah.
this is why declare order matters. It's very good for a lot of things. Okay, so Mariposa, you've been improved, but are you? She is sense 4. Okay. So, yeah, she will attempt to parry. So you throw the knives. Go ahead and roll your throw knife.
Yeah, I'll just throw a single
They
knife.
blur out of your hand. She realizes what you're going to do. She raises her hand, which is empty. And it's almost like a piece of her shadow and the moonlight like peels off the ground like liquid, leaps into her hand, and forms a very familiar sword.
It better not be the fucking...
Oh yeah, it is. It is. It's a bound blade. Which bound blade's very weird. I realized that I've written the rules very weirdly. You don't do anything to summon it. It's a ritual where you make the blade bound, and then you just have to say its name, and it teleports to you. Black Seal does not necessarily stop things from moving inside the vessel. It prevents the vessel it's stored in from being opened.
Okay, so she was just
So
destroying
she,
it.
without
Okay.
penalty, gets to draw it. I was thinking about this at an earlier point. I was like, if Inos would like to start developing anti-teleportation magic now, maybe that's a discussion we can have.
Yes.
Honestly, if I knew that's how the rules work, I probably would have just pushed for it to be fucking destroyed.
It's a calamitous blade. That's very hard to do.
Fair.
But it appears in her hand for free, basically, without any penalty, and she's going to roll parry to not get hit.
Sorry, I'm double checking because I cast Soaring Steel on these. So
You get bonus dice to this roll equal to your... You do get to draw them for free, and you get bonus dice on your roll equal to your rating in sorcery when you cast it, which is probably like 5 or 6.
it's 4 plus Master Die right now.
All All right, so it would be they're just bonus dice, so it's 5d total.
Okay.
You don't add the master die, but you have a fifth die. So
Okay. Then Inos is gonna again because throwing is just throwing things in
Coordination.
fight, right?
No, it's throwing.
no, you can roll. He can throw. You can roll coordination plus throw, but you can just roll body plus fight to throw knives. They're simple weapons. They are. That means they're simple knives. So they're
not anything fancy,
like whip and killing.
But no,
they're not special weapons.
They are shock plus 1 killing. Yeah. So
shock
I'm gonna
plus
throw
1 killing. So they're
So I'm gonna throw all
simple
3.
knives.
Gonna throw all 3.
All right, you take the appropriate multiple action penalties for that, but obviously, that's the point of Soaring Steel is that offsets. They're mined knives.
I do believe. I still got to keep my master die. So I'm gonna set this master die to 10. I'm not master die, expert die, because that's part of
even
my,
expert die in
my fight pool.
Actually, let me double check. I still wanted to draw the sword, but she might not actually parry. I might have her dodge. Let me check what her esoterics do.
Want me to just roll now?
Yeah, you go ahead and rail. You've got your declared. She would declare after you anyway, so I can adjust based on what's actually better for her.
Omega. This is going to be a little weird.
I bet it will be a little weird, but what's this one?
10s, 3 9s, and a pair of 1s.
So that's 3 hits.
Yeah.
Unless she breaks, though.
Well, she's going to parry your
Ignore
dodge.
Ignore it. It does within shock. Okay. What pool is better? Oh, that's actually funnier. Yeah, I think it's much more interesting if she does this. She's going to use soul armor. She's going to roll body plus endurance and drop a die to also roll coordination plus dodge. If she gets 2 sets, she gets to dodge 1 set, and then we'll get benefits to reduce shock damage.
Okay.
So she rolls 8d10 on this. Madam, what are your... Well, no. I think she'll get her mission for this.
Is her mission revenge?
No, her mission is disrupt Summer Court.
Oh. Yeah,
I can't wait to. I have something I want to do when I get in here, so we'll see.
Well, she had dialogue for you because she's got a personal thing with you, but Inos did go alone. And then when she tried to start her dialogue, he was like, "Fuck you, I'm throwing knives."
Yes.
So don't worry, we'll get Inos back for that narratively when the next round starts.
I'm real.
Because I will enforce an unskippable cutscene on the face transition. But I like to throw knives because you were giving her a moment. Okay, so she's gonna roll this, so she gets that die back for that. She doesn't get her craving die because Inos is not he's not Leslok. We'll say it that way.
I'm not a noble. He's not a noble. I guess.
Yes, exactly. Actually, that's literally it. I'll tell you her craving. Her craving is beat shitty nobles.
Wait a minute.
Which Inos does not count.
I'm not a shitty noble, but I guess. I've been doing a pretty good. I've done a pretty good job. Damn it.
Well, apparently in her eyes, all nobles are shitty.
Well, they're all people who exploit for in her eyes.
Like I said, we'll see if she gets to her motive rant or not.
Based and true.
Okay, all right. So I've got the pool ready. Yeah, we basically offset the dice. So what do we got? 7s, 9s. But you've got 3 total 10s.
2 9s. No, 3 9s. Excuse me. And a pair of 1s.
3 9s. Those are gonna go first. Okay. So those will apply before she gets to dodge. And I believe you... Hold on, I wrote the rules for the reason, but I believe you lose a set from anything if you're hit. When an attack hits, it immediately does damage. As soon as your character gets hit, use a die from one of your sets. All right, so what is your damage on the 10s?
Since it's 3 with, it'll be 3 with and plus 1 killing.
All right, 3 shock plus 1 killing. Okay. She removes 2 shock and 2 killing because of her armor. And yeah, she is armored head to toe.
Well, if you're planning stuff like this, I would assume so. Yeah.
Yeah. So that means she takes 1 total shock from this. That's still 1 shock in the noggin. That's very important.
Unfortunately, these just have the soaring steel, so they do not have any damage modifiers. They're just very floaty knives.
Out of
Yeah, they're
controversy
fast.
right
They're
now.
quick draws. You get to draw them for free. You get to throw them with a big bonus. God, to really only have 2 sets? Yeah, you're going to break both your sets. That's annoying. So next is 3 9s.
Yep. Same damage. It'd be 3.
That's the same damage. That's going to be 1 to her torso. And then what's your third set? Because you did break both our matches then.
It just ones. That'd be two shock, 1
right.
killing, 2.
So her armor tank's the one that bounces off her shin, but a cut, like, I will say this. As you're looking closer, Inos, you see something odd about, like I said, she's wearing like boiled leather and like splints and rivets over it. You notice that in this light, there are the armor she's wearing is covered in inscriptions. So one of them feels like it bounces off the leather and slit, splint cowl she's got on, but you see there's a cut on her cheek. One thunk and sticks in her breastplate, but obviously the last one bounces off her shin. And she hisses and says, "Okay. I think you need a new playmate." So, before we move to the next round, she raises her left hand. Fire springs forth from the air in front of you as an enormous silhouette is conjured out of nowhere. And in front of you, Inos, between you and her, is a huge creature. It is the size of a large bear, the size of a large horse. It's big. It's vaguely shaped like, a wolf, but bigger. At least as big as a vargar, maybe bigger. Its hide is dappled with spots like a leopard, which you've never seen, and it has 3 slavering mouths that look at you. As she has summoned a Kerberoy.
Are those native to?
I mean, Omega, a question. If I was to cast Infernal Command, could I wrest control away this creature from her?
That would be incredibly fun.
Well, you believe I thought about this. I'm pretty sure the solution I came up with is that in the pact, it is possible but hard because the creature is magically pacted with her. It's not like she's commanding it. They're pals now, which is why
They both
doing the
have
pact
each
with Monstrum is very, very bad.
They both
for
have parts of each other's souls.
Okay, but did I add that note under the pact? The spell. Because, yeah, believe it or not, while I was planning this, I was thinking about this one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh yeah, you can do it's a demonic beast, which I think is under your
Infernal Command.
your qualifier.
I think if we're maybe up until dragon.
Well, you don't know how many divine beasts there are. Did I really do it with T? It's not alphabetically correct.
I'd be like,
Okay, maybe I put it as a new note under Infernal Command. Like I said, we're juggling a few things.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to ask how
Go
much
too
XP I
far,
have to
'cause
spend
it's
if I want it
H.
to magically show up.
You don't have to spend XP.
I'm pretty sure there's
should
about to
probably
be a
roll
very
listen.
bright light about to show up in the garden.
Yeah, you should probably roll listen, because this dog howls in triple fold.
All right. I was already moving towards the direction.
Okay, Infernal command. All right.
9's on that. I guess I'm running.
All right. Natural can't be tamed except for blah blah blah. Commune subject. Temporary becomes the ally for a number of hours. It's not trained, but can consider to have a mission to aid you. Camera couldn't down. God, I could have sworn I jotted it down. Was it monstrous summoning? Because yes, I did think about this, and it's like so the pact is like an influence on them, but I'm trying to think when it would be under where I put it the note because there's no way I can search history. I've done way too many edits.
Well, I'm not too concerned. I'm not too
Monster
concerned about it right.
summoning?
I'm not too concerned about it right now. Inos won't try it. Inos will probably try something else.
Yeah. I mean, I will say, even without me finding exactly what ruling I had in mind, Infernal Command just says that it becomes your ally and has a mission to aid you. It does not lose previous allyship.
It might get confused
so-
a little.
So just want
It might get
you, maybe.
confused, but it won't. Like it might stop attacking you, but it would not. You would not be able to wrest control away from her exactly because it is still compelled by the pact to aid her as well.
No,
And
unfortunately,
vice versa, technically, but you
unfortunately,
guys don't need to
Enos is,
remember that one.
has gone from is in 100 mode right now, so that thing is now just an obstacle.
Yeah.
You've hit 100 yellow cards. I see.
But yeah, no, Leslok, you can see a flash of light. Obviously, I won't make you roll for that, in the back garden. And you can hear, like I said, a triplicated howl.
I feel like it's like, oh, that's a monstrum. Because I don't think anything else.
If it's not a monstrum, it's actually wait, hold on. What intensity is I'm not having a roll monstrous summoning because I'm not. I want it to happen.
Very sick dog.
Oh yeah, actually true. Because it bite. Because actually, high intensity.
But I need to check how much it
Konrad
would
might
be.
notice.
Probably not because he's all the way down the hill. But
I mean, it depends if it's like intensity 4 or 5.
monstrous summoning is.
He's in Low Town. We're not in Low Town. We're at the highest part of High Town.
That's fair enough.
I'm fairly certain me and Konrad.
Yeah,
are
so
not
if it
gonna
was
be
like intensity
involved
5,
in
it's
this.
1,000 feet. So yeah.
Yeah, so this is 50 feet though. So roll
4.
eerie and you can know.
Okay.
Yeah, 4 is 50 feet.
Anyone else in the building
was
know
about-
that actually have Eerie as well?
I'm not gonna roll for NPCs. We'll figure it out if
Fair
they show up.
Fair enough.
That would be too many people to figure this out.
That's fair. It was more just anyone that you thought was.
Oh, you're not getting any help for this, but this is my guy.
4
There's a
sevens.
multi-prong attack going on.
Yeah.
I know.
You want those NPCs where they are.
No, that's fair.
Shitload of sevens. Yeah, no, there's somebody's casting fucking summoning magic out in your backyard.
Oh, okay. It's a summoner. I don't fucking think I yell witch. I think it's just like we have a summon.
Are you I do want to ask this: are you going to spread the news that there is an attack, or are you gonna, try and handle it quietly? Like before you start,
because like the Inos is so far resolving this silently.
Mhm.
There's a whole gang thing going on. You're trying to get your guests out the door.
like take a moment to think about it, and whatever you pick is whatever you pick. But I want you to make sure that you don't pick.
Because it sounds cool to shout witch, but that
Yeah.
would
No,
Put
because I don't think you'd
paint.
say witch. I think you'd just say someone summon a monster, but no, it can't. No. I'm just
Well,
gonna.
I mean,
I'm just gonna
why
grab-
would you say
no.
that? Because that sounds like you're just saying it to yourself. Like
Yeah.
nobody's with you right now, bud. You're on the
Right.
on the walls.
All right, let's just unsheath both my pepper boxes and fucking run.
If you
Oh,
forgot,
you're gonna double draw. Okay, that's good. That's great. All right.
I'm pre-fisting this.
Roll body plus run. Let's see how far you get. Because we're basically resetting. Oh, actually, I need to hold on. I forgot to jot down the shock damage.
Nope. Fuck.
You need to get some boots from
And I-
Aurelia.
I've been saying it all the time.
No, you haven't.
No, you haven't.
I kept saying I'm like.
He
I always
needs
keep-
to lift. Is what he needs to do. He needs to.
I have
he needs
3
to
dice at
pump
once.
some iron.
Fine. I should probably get body 3.
Maybe you should get by 3. Maybe you should get by 3. Maybe you should work a little.
I have
You should
7
work on
XP.
your
I just
stamina.
can't. I can't do that till time has passed. Like at least till after the scenario's over.
But no, I will absolutely say this. You have not been talking about boots because the boots very rarely come up.
I keep
You
mentioning
may
to
have
myself,
mentioned that you might like them, but yeah, it's a whole because like right now
I mentioned it earlier today.
She's got like
I mentioned
four
it
people.
earlier today. I would have liked the boots today, but that's it.
I don't recall this, but you may have just said it to yourself, like you said.
There, I've already said a couple of
That's the
them.
thing you got to worry about. Aurelia is somewhere else right now. Like I said, you're going out there.
Yeah. I probably.
Conrad has the boots
reason to get them
because Aurelia specifically made them in the previous because he kept running off on his own.
Yeah, that's fair.
She's got a laundry list of people she needs boots.
That's fair.
Anyway, you only move the 15 feet, so you're gonna have to do at least one round of movement before you can see what's going on down there at this rate.
That's fair.
Enos, you're sense 3, right?
Yes.
So let me double check this. Now, I apologize. This one's gonna get a little freaky because we're doing rules that have existed for forever, but we haven't actually fought any creatures that get to do this. So, the Kerberoy. Okay, declares it. That sense. All right. Yeah. She declares
Did I remake
first.
my fire
So,
ring?
do we want to do anything? Are we gonna do any moves right now?
No, I did not remake my fire ring. I don't know if this dog can breathe fire, but just in case.
Yeah, you're thinking smart.
I need to finish my elemental rings.
Yeah, you do.
3 of them have well,
yeah.
2 of them already come in handy, and I might be using a third one. Jesus.
Omega.
Yep.
Fun fact: we have actually dealt with things that use these rules. Just
No.
on our side, I believe.
No,
Oh, okay.
because you don't know what rules I'm talking about. I haven't said it yet.
Fair enough.
But she declares first. No, I don't think we want to do any lunges or anything there. She's gonna specifically declare lizard trance, I think.
She's been studying with them lizard folk.
Yeah, actually, because she won out in the chase, but she had a couple rank. She had like the first level in this endurance path, I think.
Yeah, no, because I remember
In soul armor.
armor
Into it.
is the Largatia lizard folk one. I recognize that.
Fuck you, Dallas.
Yeah, it's the endurance roll that lets him in there. But she's up to the 3rd rank in that, and I think she will do it. Thinking no thoughts very hard. So she's basically going to roll endurance to try and get in a protection equal to the height, which means she. Every instance she takes damage, she takes one less shock damage. Or rather, one less shock damage total each round. That's right, because it's not cumulative. But she's basically just going to try and like toughen up a little. And that's at sense 4. So the thing I was saying with the Kerberoy is these are 2 separate things.
Okay.
1, it gets to declare and roll 2 full actions every round because he's got
Jesus.
3 heads. So no multiple action penalty. That's just the way the rules work for creatures that get multiple pool. Like it just gets to straight up roll its pool twice. It also, I will let you know before you get engaged in melee combat, separately every round, because it's got 3 heads, can roll a 4D bite pool completely separate from its main action pool that if it gets a resolve, it inflicts with and shock. There's also some other stuff with what's going on with its heads and its damage dealing. But yeah, so at sense 5, it declares action number 1, it's going to bite you. Action number 2, it's going to dodge you.
Omega, out of character question. How mad would you be if I just tried to destroy this thing's soul?
You can try to that's your move. You can try the instant kill. I'm rolling some dice on you. It might get you some good hits before you go.
Okay.
You can try that. I mean, if you want to run it in. Leslok is sprinting up right now. It's out of character, you know that. So,
Yeah, but-
you don't know the pools yet. You just know that it declares after you and it's a
No,
monstrum,
'cause-
so it's probably pretty decently tough.
It's pretty differently tough, but like I don't. Enos.
Oh,
does
also I should say, even though Leslok and Inos are not escorted currently, also separately, this guy produces a morale attack 5 every round
Oh Jesus.
Right. So
because
No,
it is
this
a
is-
deeply terrifying dog.
This is something that I need to get rid of quickly because I can tank metal blades. I cannot tank teeth.
Ah, fuck. Do I call Aesel for help? That's maybe a terrible idea.
Call who for help?
Aesel for the squire.
I don't actually know where Aesopher is right now. I think she's with your mother by default.
That's there. She
Yeah.
might show up if I call her. We'll see.
Well, I would rather leave her with her mother just in case some weird things are afoot.
There's a lot of things going on.
Yeah. I can't wait to get a mission die to help shoot Mariposa in the head.
So you are so
Konrad,
good.
I assume you and I are still beating the shit out of gangsters.
But
Yes, actually, that's what's going on right now. We'll hook up.
So
a one
Inos,
JoJo gif.
and a display of absolute insanity is going to rush up to the Kerberos and give it a light tap. He is not going to dodge.
Dodge does
I
work
thought you were about to say pet it.
for soul severing, right?
Yeah, you can
You have
only
to touch
dodge
him?
it.
Okay. All right, then it's good that he's declaring a dodge.
Yes.
All right, he's gonna dodge and he's gonna bite. All right,
Yes.
we roll.
No, Inos is
So-
not dodging. He is only kill.
Yeah, I know. He's gonna do his best. Okay, so my bite pool is
I'm
that.
saying nothing. I say nothing.
Well, wasn't all you need is kill?
Pretty much.
Yeah,
What
that
time
is
was we?
8.
4 2s. Holy shit.
Well, that's not going to be enough. But I think I might be able to do it because I have a master die, and I'll be able to go with 3 7s.
Yeah, we'll see. It's because we're gonna roll the dodge. I actually got 3 7s on the dodge pool. That's crazy. Let's see. Yeah, that would
Weird
produce the
thing,
combo
man.
that would meet.
Let's do 2 8s, but that only works for height.
No, I roll 3 7s. That meets it. It would gobble.
Okay. Yeah, because it's already.
So it's a question of you got a master die. You can figure out how you want to apply it. Your arm's getting bit a lot.
Well, I don't think I can.
Well, you
do
think about how you
anything
wanna use your
because,
master
Thunder
die.
Stole is like intensity what, so I can only go like. Yeah, because if I get bit, I lose dice. Well, let me double check. here.
Yes. I mean, you can. Let's see. What are your? You
I
got an
think
8.
if
You get to
there's
pick where you
five-
lose your matches. So even if you can't use the 2s, you can basically use them to gobble the bites.
What do you mean use them to gobble the bites?
When you are hit by an attack, you lose a die from a set you have rolled, not a set you are using. So those 2s you have, even though you can't use them, and the 4s, even though you cannot use them to successfully execute your spell, if you are hit by an attack early, because there's 3 5s in this pool, you can choose to lose a die from those sets. Because they are sets you have rolled, even if you are not using them. This is why rolling multiple sets is important.
Okay, so
It would mean that you're going to take some bites probably, but
But no matter what, he would still dodge. Like, this is why gobble dice like confuse the fuck out of me. Even if I was to like put my
Unfortunately,
My master
he's rolled the perfect dodge number to dodge you no matter what.
yeah, so like no matter where I put it, I'm getting bit because I'm not dodging, and I'm not casting spell because it's getting dodged.
well, let's see.
Because he has
We have
2
to-
8s if you put the master dice in 8. He has 3 7s if you put the master dice in
Roll a
7.
selected poll. Resolve. Widest set skill first. If sets are equally wide, height serves as a tiebreaker. If 2 sets are identical, they happen at the exact same time. If it's illogical for them to be simultaneous, etc. When an attack hits, it immediately does damage.
7s
When you get
could be
hit, you
used
lose
to
from one of
gobble
your
the 8s.
sets. Because it is up there. So I think the thing is I would have to choose which one I'm using first. So I would have to choose I'm using the 7s so that the dodge resolves first. So you could still master die to the 8s. Hold on. This is actually important. When do you get to pick the master die? This is probably the most intense like resolution of a one roll engine pool that's ever come up in the game so far. Types of dice. When do you execute the master die? Master
I
dice.
don't know if it's
Well,
after
When you
all
roll a dice,
rolls
say
or
you can
not.
set it. Unlike the extra die you set before you roll the pool, so you always have a set. You can never pull. So yes, I think it's just when you roll the pool. So you've rolled, you get to pick where the master die goes before we go to resolve.
Okay.
Because technically all the dice are rolled at the same time.
And I know that they say that, but you can't resolve the dice all at the same time because you have to use a human brain to figure out who goes what.
Well, that's why, the more dice in a pair, they go first and all that stuff.
Fucking need Everhelm.
Okay. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. I don't know if you need Everhelm. No, that's combat. Well, it was the wrong place. I'm looking for... Because separately, I'm going to have Mariposa roll her endurance roll. Body plus endurance, no penalties. Okay, for 10 rounds, she takes -1 shock damage.
Damn.
So she's like half lizard person?
No, soul armor is just a normal esoteric.
Yeah.
Oh.
But it comes from the Lagartia way of thinking. Lizardmen are very good at thinking these thoughts, but anybody can learn it if they can find a tutor. The racial ability is Regeneration, which she would literally be able to roll body plus endurance to heal mid-fight. That she can't do.
Okay, so she's not half lizard.
No.
Okay. So we have still yet to meet anyone remotely related to a lizard person.
No, you got to go to Lagartia.
Yeah.
To meet a
Just
lizard
saying,
person.
it is
Meet
the
a lizard
only it is the only kith species, or not kith,
Kindred.
kindred species we haven't met anyone related to.
I don't really go outside of their land.
But all right, Inos, do you want to try and do Master Die in the 8s to offset for the strike, or just do the 7s, take your lumps?
I mean, I want it to be effective, so I guess I go for the 8s, because I'm getting bit no matter what I do.
Yeah, we got a 3x5, so... Okay. By the way, the second bite pool is not a multiple action, so... All right. Well, on 3x5, you would suffer width +1 in killing. So that's 4 killing to hit location 5.
Oh shit, your arm's down.
Yeah, that's my arm.
All right. But you've got 2 8s. So, you are able to make contact before the second head bites you, because that's a 2x5. Which would be really bad, because that shock damage would go straight to your torso.
It would be.
So you soul severing strike this creature as it has your right arm in its mouth.
Fun.
But you just tap it in the center, and that's what every location is filled with killing.
Yes.
Yeah, then its armor doesn't apply. It's full. It's like blowing out a candle.
Arms only have, like, what, 5?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, his arm is literally filled with killing.
Your arm is broken.
Yes. Not broken, but very badly damaged.
What happens when an arm is filled with killing? Because I know when your head is filled with it,
It's unusable. It's unusable.
Yeah, you cannot
okay.
use that arm.
There's probably like a
And any
fracture.
more damage done there moves to your torso.
Okay.
Well, it could be a number of things. It could be a ligament tear. It could be a fracture. It could be break. It could. Your arm is fucky wucky.
It is.
It is fucky wucky that you can no longer use it.
Okay.
It hangs limp at your side. You can no longer do that actions with that arm.
I just-
Also, flavor-wise, I think this
I
thing
think Enos
falls
might have
on
his arm-
top of
yeah.
you. By the way, a Kerberos is the size of a small rhinoceros. So there's a dead Cerberus on top of you, Enos, and you're down an arm. You can't use it. It's still there, but it's limp.
So you're
So
saying I got knocked down by the Kerberos?
I think logically, yeah, it's going to drag you to the ground. Like, it's big.
Omega, I don't know how I feel about a creature getting a free knockdown on me. Just because it, like, died right next to me.
All right, roll. Then we'll do it logically. Roll, because it's like you literally snuff its life out as it has your arm in its jaws. Like you are really close. So we'll do this logically. Roll body plus athletics, I think, to resist falling over.
I'll take that.
That's fair. Like you know, like it is a big guy who is suddenly dead.
Yes, I know, but, like, there's no actual written rule for if a guy is, like, a certain size larger than you, when it dies, it gets a free knockdown on you. I don't have athletics, so we're just rolling pure body here. Wow.
Okay, you do make 2 6s. You managed to wrench your arm out of its jaws before it falls down. So, you probably don't feel great about your life, but you are still standing.
Mm-hmm.
Mariposa Marsh doesn't seem like frightened by this, but she is shocked and she is
Concerned.
no, concerned's not quite the right word. Like more like what would actually the emotion would probably be like offended. Like
My dog.
I put so much effort
you can
to get
presume
that.
that because this was like she is a summoner, this is the pat like you guys stole her book, so you are familiar a little bit with like how she studied of summoncraft, right? Like that, you know, the pact is a mutual sharing of names. You know, it's dangerous because the other target gets power over you, but you get power back, kind of a thing. So like, yeah, you just killed her dog, so it's like a new dog, but it was a really rare, expensive dog. So like I said, she like looks offended.
Kill my attack dog.
All right.
Must
This
stop
is not
myself
how
from
I
making
imagined this night going.
certain references.
Inos says nothing. I'm assuming we're on to the next declare round.
It seems like a good move. Yeah.
Okay. Enos is going to cast a spell. Another
Yeah.
one.
I'll roll
one?
run again.
Yeah. Enos is going to cast. Just so Omega will go. Oh. What's it called? What is it called again? Ah, yes, the empty grave.
Ah, that one. That's a fun one.
Remind me of that one because that sounds familiar, but I forget
That's
the exact.
you don't die.
Yeah,
You do not decease if
I
your
remember that
torso or head is
conversation.
filled with killing.
I remember that conversation.
Probably a good one to have. Okay, at sense 4, she declares. Does she want to get up close with you? I don't think she wants to get up close with you.
At sense 5, do I get to roll run? I guess.
With only one arm.
Yeah, at sense 5, you roll it. Okay.
Actually,
Problem is that she, as a name sorcerer, she doesn't know a lot of names here, so we have to limit ourselves.
I have a weird question.
Yeah, go for it. I need to check the
As a
spell.
player, this technically goes to my mission of having a successful summer court, so I'm going to get closer to actually stop this from happening.
I'm going to give it to you. You wouldn't, as a
It's
a player, you know what this roll is about. Leslok doesn't know exactly what's going on, but I let her roll with a positive to fuck up summer court, so you can get your mission die for this as well.
I think it counts because he knows that there is.
No matter what, you know something fuck bad's going on. You know there's magic.
I need to get there.
Yeah.
There's some serious woogery going on, so
I can't say it would be Uphold the Legacy of my family because it's not Mariposa yet, because the revenge bit will kick in for that. 8. There we go.
Well, also, do I use meta knowledge to say you can't use that on Mariposa?
I don't think we have
I'd have to
anything
take your
connecting.
argument at
I don't
least.
think we have anything connecting Mariposa directly
Yeah.
to. And we know that she somehow got hold of the Silver Tongue, but I don't think-
Inos knows because he's seen it that, well, Inos will be able to add 2 and 2 once you guys confer, because Inos knows that these guys that she helped get in are a different group than the syndicate thugs outside who you were currently arresting.
Right, there's also other dudes that go fucking fine. Fuck.
Okay.
Maybe the syndicate in this cult, said, you know what, we really don't like that fucking Marquess Logi. Maybe we should do something about it.
He was the marshal.
Following my plans?
All right, yeah. She is going to cast... Also, what's that? 2 widths? Okay. So
Yeah.
you move 25 feet. You were already walking. You move 15 feet by default, 25 again. So it's like 35 total. The walls are
40.
pretty big, but I don't know how big they are.
15 plus 25.
40, yes. 40 total. There's 5s in there. So, yeah. I'll say at the end of this resolve round, you can see what's going on below. You can figure out from there. Because I think, what are pistols? Short range? Medium range?
Medium.
Medium? Yeah, it's like 100 feet.
I could do from top to gate.
Okay, but at sense 4, I was declaring she was casting a spell. She's going to cast slings and arrows, and we're going to see how this goes.
Oh no, I'm just gonna get rock.
No. Slings and arrows is different. She cannot cast rock because she does not know the names of any of these rocks. But I mentioned she's carrying 2 quivers on her belt.
She's just gonna, bowless arrow me. Okay.
Yeah.
Are they metal arrowheads?
All right.
We don't know.
Sure.
We'll figure that out when I roll, because I got to cast a spell first. Because Inos is just going to cast Empty Grave on himself. And
I would
Marquess
also like
is
to
gonna
continue advancing menacingly towards her, if that is okay.
Yeah, you can move 15 feet for free. That'll put you in melee range next round, because she's not... Would she back up?
I think she would back up.
I think she would, yeah. I said she didn't want to get in melee, so she's going to back up until she hits the wall. Then she's going to counterattack.
Yeah.
So she will move back, so you'll stay at a pace currently, but she can't keep doing that forever because there's a fucking wall there. All right, okay.
I am very happy that Inos is being as menacing as I hope he would be.
Summon, okay.
I feel like it's right arm. Yeah, it's your right arm that's all fucking blood soaked and shit right now.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna roll for her. You roll for you.
Sorry. Let me double check.
It is 100% the right arm.
Well, she gets her spell off.
Well, yeah, I'm not countering it.
Yeah, he's not counterspelling.
No, no, that's what I was thinking. She just rolled really well.
It's intensity 2, so yeah, she was gonna do it.
Yeah, mine spells intensity 3, so I'll probably just tack on the 5. So how long does it last? Is it minutes in width? No, minutes in height. Okay.
2 8s then.
Yes, I probably want to go with 8s then for 8 minutes.
Do remember you are going to get hit, I think. Do I want to do that actually? Hold on. Wait. Do I want to use 5s? That's faster, but that's going to get redirected to torso anyway.
Oh, wait, no. I want to do the 5s because if I get hit, I lose a fucking match. That's right. I do not want to lose a match. So
Yeah, because that's the only. You also have the 2s you can break. You can throw away too.
You can junk the 2s, but I think she would go with the 8s because the better height is better technically for her.
That means you do 8s.
No,
so she will resolve it 2 by 8.
I don't imagine this fight going more than 5, minutes. Whether or not I might
5 minutes left.
Yeah.
No, probably not.
So I will go with the 5s.
All right. Anyway, hey, guess what, gang? I have very fun news for you. So the way this works, slings and arrows, is deals width and killing to a number of targets equal to 3 times your height, within 500 feet. You cannot assign multiple targets to the same guy. However, guess who's now visible within 500 feet?
Leslok!
If you see me, I guess it just automatically does it, huh?
Yeah, you're silhouetted against the top of the parapets, bud. You're looking down.
Right. She might not know it's you, but she sees someone and goes, "Well, that guy too. Fuck that guy too."
She has a lot of height, so she's gonna cast the spell to dump all her arrows and hit as many people as possible. So Inos, you take 2 killing to hit location 8, which is torso.
Well, I should ask, are these metal tipped arrows?
Would they be metal tipped? Because they're probably... No, I do think they are going to be... She's not from a stone arrowhead culture.
Okay.
They're crude, but they do have metal heads.
Okay, then.
So I
Well,
think you're gonna tank
what-
both
I
of
think
that
she
because
L,
it's
yeah.
it's within killing.
You said it was 2?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's 2 killing.
Yes, and Inos will tank that. Yes.
So it bounces off your chest magically. Clang. Leslok, 2 killing to your torso.
Okay. There's arrows right. I guess right in my ribs. Fuck.
No. How'd that get there?
Basically, she casts her arms wide. The covers of her quivers fly off. She says something like arcane and nonsense, and just what is it? 3 times the height. So what's 3 times 8?
24.
24.
24.
Yeah.
So yeah, 24 of these things, a dozen from each quiver arrows vomit out and fly 500 feet forward. One of them hits Inos in the chest and bounces off. One of them sails up to the parapet and thunks you in the chest, Leslok. The rest of them just bounce off the inner Bailey wall.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Because of how I'm marking killing and shock. If I have 2 killing, did I just mark also killing and 2 shock is basically the same square?
Yes.
I believe you draw an X basically, yeah, you instead of a slash. Because they cannot overlap.
Yeah, so you have 2 shock
Okay.
and 2 killing.
Gotcha.
So
Because
you'd be slash.
No,
I was
just within
thinking-
killing.
I'll really keep it tracked just so I get separate.
You'd be slash.
This is just within killing.
Oh, just within killing.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
I don't know where you picked up 2 shock in your torso is what I'm asking.
Oh no, it's because I basically have it marked for. I basically have like something out of 10. I basically do is like I'm doing a counter instead of like the boxes because I.
Oh
I
yeah,
picked
yeah,
the
that's just
box.
that. I do a slash for shock and an X for killing.
Okay.
So
I need to put some sort of silhouette in my character sheet.
I would, but it's kind of awkward. Like this is how
The-
I
the-
do it. Yeah.
yeah, I mean it is weird if you're doing this digitally.
I
It is
do
like I said, it
this.
is
Yeah.
it is in paper you're supposed to do like a slash for shock and an X for killing. But yeah, so
it would just be it would be a grid. It'd be like a grid thing that would take up so much space on the page.
so we move to the new sense order. At sense 3, Inos, you declare first. Just to set you up a little, in case you want to get a one-liner in, I feel like after she sees the arrow bounce off of you, Mariposa March, just as a free action, says, "You're very difficult to kill." Just to set you up for the one-liner, if you feel like it, I'll give you the alley-oop.
I had one too. Go ahead.
Oh, how would Inos respond to that?
You'd have to yell.
Fair. I'll say it for the camera.
Yeah, yell, shout.
I'll say it for the camera.
Inos will just be like, "You had your chance," and he will cast another spell.
All right, which one?
He's going to unleash soul. Wait, actually, I've cast other spells. Can I still just drop my Soul of Night without the slow?
Yeah, I mean, you took the rounds to prep. It doesn't. Slow is weird. It doesn't say that you can't bank it. Just you have to take the time to prep. So you took 3 on the way over here to be ready to cast it. So
And unfortunately, Inos is actually, I don't know. I think Leslok would be outside the range because it's only like 50 feet. What is the range on Soul of
I
Night?
believe the radius depends on your width.
Let me.
But yeah, the
Oh,
most is
let's
probably
see.
like 50-ish.
It doesn't actually say. Oh, you know it is. Penalty. The penalty is equal to the width, but it doesn't say the actual range.
No, it says the range.
I mean, it will say the radius.
33 feet. 33 feet.
33 feet.
Okay.
Okay.
Leslok
so-
is definitely outside of 33 feet.
Would he get any penalties for shooting into it then?
It's only to.
If he has to fire through it, yes.
Okay.
Equal to the width. Yeah, on site.
Well, like I say, I think you said he's gonna.
I mean,
see
no,
what's
it
going
also
on.
applies to ranged attacks if you're in complete darkness.
I guess he's gonna have to see what's going on there. But yes, Inos will unleash the night after he says, "You had your chance," and continues, one arm advance, because while I can't be killed, the empty grave does not let me, magically use my unusable arm. But so that's that. So once again, he casts another spell. My roll is prepared.
It does not explicitly mention the provision against ranged attacks, but it would be you would get the penalty, the dice penalty on ranged attacks. I think if you're in melee, it's either a difficulty or nothing if you can't see. But okay, you're declaring Soul of Night at 4. And you're casting a lot of spells. I could just she knows how to blast with lightning. She could just try and we're outside. She could just try and blast you.
She could.
That would be pretty cool for me to hit you full of lightning and you not to die. But is that tactically good?
Good blast
I guess
Leslok with lightning.
I'd have to then. I mean, I can counterspell it technically, unless it has to be in close range.
Yeah,
I
he
mean,
would know that's out there. I'm gonna be honest. Catching Leslok was a cute bonus. She's very concerned with Inos because
Inos is gonna stab her.
He's Terminatoring right now, right? Like he's the implacable man, and she doesn't even know that he cannot be killed technically right now. She just knows that this guy can take a lot of punishment. He tanked a knife full of rattlesnake venom.
And he's just wearing a silk shirt.
Yeah. He took a crossbow bolt to the chest. She can tell his arms limp, so like the Kerberoid did a lot, but he managed to fell it with a single punch. So it's like, damn, this is not the cool matchup she wanted. And we'll see if she gets to mutter her line about, what she really wants to say when Inos says you had your chances. She'd love to go on a long rant about, no, I didn't actually. I never had a chance in life, actually. That's my whole psychological complex. Denied my birthright, denied my name, but Inos doesn't give a shit about that part.
Well, you can
welcome to what I like to call Dark Enos.
You can join all the peers in the Queen's realm.
Don't you?
That's okay. She has her cool one-liner for if she dies. I'm pretty sure she's done tonight. But it's gonna be funnier that like she's gonna 1v1 versus Inos and like Leslok's not even gonna be able to hear what she's got saying, even if he shoots her. I lost my place. What was I doing? I was double checking spells.
You were considering throwing lightning, but I do still have an Aether Ring, so.
Yeah, Call Lightning is, I think...
The Aether Ring 2 as well, so I will also have the D10 Goblet Dice.
Yeah. Because it's the area, so it would roll to Goblet. Not that she would know that, but you've also seen her Call Lightning before. Yeah, let me double check. Let me find my right fucking tab. This got a lot simpler without the Kerberos, but now we gotta think smarter.
I always feel bad for out of character for one-shotting dudes like that, but it was a fucking Kerberoid. It got Meveral attack.
No, you listen. You push the emergency button. You push the emergency button in the fight. It
would have killed you otherwise.
I built this encounter to be all 5 of you. That's why there's a dog that can go 2 times.
I will say
there's a lady who can shoot arrows at all of you.
I just think the weird thing is I think at least Logesh and Nicola would have ran off to go help the fire.
Well, no, like I assumed you guys would go, but like I said, I built this in case all 5 of you stayed in the keep, and then Aunt Ebel says, "Hey, something weird's going in the backyard," and you go, "Well, all 5 of us are here. Let's go check it out, gang." Like I'm prepared for that option. Okay, so. Change her to the target doesn't matter.
I'm just waiting until you start giving our enemies soul-severing strike.
Well, that'll
take a lot of work.
That means that
that would mean that they're soul crafters, which would mean something very weird is going on.
Yes, and then that's when Enos goes double dark mode.
Is if its width was 1 greater. Okay, so yeah, so she is going to sword in hand. She's basically going to, because that's how flying serpent coils works. She's going to kick off from the back wall and do a flying lunge at you.
Okay.
So she's going to declare tightening coils, which means her attack gets +1 shock damage and executes as if its width was 1 greater for speed for a sword attack.
Okay. What?
It does not deal damage as if it is 1 greater width. It goes off faster.
I'd like to make a weird point. I don't think Inos has done soul severing on a person yet. I think it's all been monstrum or like objects so far.
Yeah. He hasn't used it on a person.
He hasn't killed a guy.
Which I feel like that's the line he probably won't cross until it's pushed enough.
I mean, we'll see how much he likes getting stabbed with a calamitous blade or not.
We'll see.
Yeah, that is waste. Fuck. Yeah. But I get to go with 5, right?
Yes, you get to declare at 5, so you get to declare your action. She doesn't know that you're a guy who's actually doing things. So if you wanna get in there with guns, you can.
Do I make it to the edge of like the I guess the rampart
Yeah. No, you like I said, you can after your last run roll, you can see, especially if you use your default movement.
What's the penalty for the darkness?
Well, I haven't rolled yet, so I don't know because I'm also might get stabbed.
Okay. I'm going to declare double action because I have 2 guns. With twin deaths on Mariposa's Mars. Hopefully, hit torso.
Okay, you're gonna fire. You're gonna fire twice.
I'm just shooting both guns at her.
I do believe, still take a -1 for this because you're double gunning.
Let me see what twin deaths.
Twin deaths just means
twin deaths just means your attacks are twinned.
Oh yeah. Sure, yeah.
So if you hit twice, you'll hit her 4 times.
Yeah, you can multiple action it, but I don't believe it insulates against the penalty.
Oh, not true. I'll take the penalty then because
you take a -1.
I don't reduce armor because it's a double action.
Mm-hmm. Also,
but it is.
You wouldn't reduce armor. I don't think you reduce armor anyway because she's wearing armor of names. Though that might only be you don't reduce it against sorcery. I don't actually know if it does it to esoteric as well.
You can pass one AR that's provided by armor. AR for martial techniques or sorcery does still defense. It wouldn't matter.
It is magical armor, so it
would still apply regardless.
She's got armor of names.
I do have the thing where my shot is as fast as the quickest action by an opponent.
That's very funny. So that means if she rolls a huge amount of successes to like flying stab Inos, she's going to mid stab because they're simultaneous. Still get shot. That'll be very funny. Okay.
Yeah, are we shooting her with Dad's one?
That's fair. That's fair. It's funny out of character. You're taking this so personally when it's like actually the other way around. Like in character, she has a lot of baggage against you.
To the camera, to the camera, it's narratively important to do this kind of thing, though it's kind of random.
I don't think she was involved in killing her. Yeah, no. Look, I'm glad I'm not the only one noticing. I do think Leslok is the most unhinged of us.
90-10.
Because he does keep talking about a zombie army.
No, like Inos has gone to 100 because he has realized that this group is, connected to the cult that, killed Leofric Loki. So he is like, I am 110% done with these people. That's why he's acting this way.
No, it's very scary things are going on.
I have to roll to identify it's Mariposa March, or I just not know that.
No, you don't. It's in the middle of the night and you're still like 50 feet away.
You would have to choose to make I mean, he is a Veiler, so his senses are weird. But you would have to go out of your way to roll a sight plus sense plus sight to identify her, because she's like hooded and masked, and you're a long way away. Like it's.
I get you. Yeah. There's still something like trying to kill Inos, and.
Oh yeah, no. Some lady's trying to. I mean, there's a dead Cerberus in your backyard. It's just there. Like I said, this thing's the size of a horse.
It's a weird-looking horse.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna.
Well, like I said, that's why I'm like. I mean, it's like I.
There's no one liner.
The no one liner is pretty spicy, but it's like I said, no, that was the smart move by Inos, because this is bad. You're already fucked up.
Yeah,
you're shooting twice because it's like I think I see Inos like in a death fight to the death. Yeah. So it's like, all right, 2 shots.
Well, you have a sense higher, so Inos is going to cast a spell. He's casting spells. He's getting ready to drop his soul night. She is like leaping off the wall towards him. That's happening. So you're like, oh shit! Draw 2 guns, bang bang. Well, you already drew your 2 guns. So bang, bang.
It's like bang bang.
All right. Anyway, everybody's got your pools. I'm declaring her expert die for sword to be 7, which means, of course, I'm going to roll 8s and 9s because that's how this works.
No, I believe in your 7s.
Of course.
I think I roll.
No, it should have been 6s.
I told you.
I mean, you roll 4 6s.
It's true. That's. Oh wait, your arm's full. That goes to your torso anyway.
That's a lot to my torso.
So stupid.
You do have
to reduce some of it.
No, he doesn't, because she has the lightning blade fucker thingy majig. She goes one width higher.
Technically, that I get to go at the same width.
Well, you got to roll a set first, bud.
That's fair.
Yeah.
All right, so.
Currently, you're not doing that.
It goes down to 7, and then goes back
as
to 8.
As if she had 5 6s, but the damage is if she had 4 6s.
And then 7 goes back to 8 because the missions.
Yeah.
Soul Knight's based off of width?
5s and 7s.
Yes.
So my 7s technically go at her width.
Yeah, no.
Also, Leslok
And you have nines.
nines, idiot. Sorry.
Oh,
I
nine,
think
It's the
nine
same
and
location.
7. So sorry.
Actually, I know this is a weird question, but would they have been taking penalty dice due to darkness?
It is a full moon, so Leslok probably should have taken 1, but
Sorry,
we've already rolled.
I'm just like
She
reading. Like,
she's making a melee attack, and like you're
Oh, yeah.
you're silhouetted by moonlight, so
Okay,
like
okay.
that's yeah.
No, that's
And
it's
fair.
like I
totally
said,
base
I'm pretty sure for
difficulty.
melee attacks, if anything, not seeing gives you a difficulty. It's like harder to hit specific locations, but it's not penalties.
I forgot about that. I thought that would make me harder to hit in melee, but probably not. But I've already committed.
So because of the way this works, at the speed of 5 6s, she's going to stab. So
Sorry, I'm just thinking about this. Like with my master die, that'd be 5/8. So I think the darkness would come off, but since I'm not doing anything to stop her, I still get the stabbing.
yes,
Okay.
I guess
because
my
you're not
action-
also moving or dodging, basically, you into darkness.
Mm-hmm.
Leslok's bullets have already left their gun. By the way, Inos, in
Yeah.
case you couldn't tell that Leslok was there anymore, bang bang.
I think it's like happening at the
Um,
same time, so it doesn't stop it.
Yeah. No, that's yes, that is exactly true. It does not stop. But it's what with shot killing
Yes. So that would be 2 shot, 2
for
kill.
guns. All right, now I have to very carefully read Armor of Names, because she's got AR2 in her whole body.
Ah, shit. Okay, yeah.
2.
She prepped for this, buddy. Like I said, this gal's armed to spoilers, because I don't think you're gonna get a lot out of her in the end of this, because I think Inos is probably going to wear her guts for garters if it gets to that. But she's here. She said she's here for a personal. She's here to not assassinate per se, but to test her mettle against Leslok. So like she's packed for your entourage.
I
So,
get you.
Armor of Names. Okay. Its AR is treated
Yeah,
as one, so
prep
she's effectively wearing medium armor that becomes light, and its AR is not ignored by sorcery. So your single shots from your esoteric would, if you go back to single attacks, would ignore 1 point of armor.
Okay, so I'll probably have to do next, but that's...
So your first shot, the 9s, hits her in the torso. She's got 2 armor there. Bounces off. Okay, all right, now I gotta do math now. Okay.
Math.
She's only doing 1 set, so and mine doesn't get rid of that set. So.
Yes, because they're simultaneous. Oh, would be, I should have added an extra die, because it's +1d on all rolls to attack a living thing. With Calamitous Blade.
That's right. I thought it was +1 killing.
No, it's Calamitous Blade is +1d on all rolls to attack a living thing.
Oh, okay.
I already read 9 plus
And
extra
waste
already.
shock damage. So we'll figure that out in a second.
Okay.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's not fun.
Do you have an Umbral Ring yet?
Yes, actually, I do.
Okay. I'll this is a Calamitous Blade. I think that counts.
Okie dokie.
Actually, let me double check, because I'm already here. Waste dice. Are you reduced by armor?
No.
Waste dice. So
I
I've
know that
used
one.
them. No, none of the dice that come out of a set are count as waste dice. They're using a set count. So I gotta check spells. Doing waste as damage.
Yeah.
Because area
whatever-
dice.
Waste is not reduced by armor as far as I remember, because I have a few spells that do waste dice.
Yeah, but you also, it's magical.
That's true. It is a
So they're not
Hadouken.
reduced by normal AR. Let me see. Effects, damage. Because,
My
of
Umbral
course, it
Ring's
doesn't
a diamond
specify.
ring.
No, it's just not a lot on damage.
Yeah, the rings I have are metal, umbral, aether, water, and wood right now.
I'm gonna need to double check
Well,
what sorceries I have right now, because that might be more important.
6. Okay, so let me do the math on the base hit, and then I'll start sussing out the one. Okay, so the I'm pretty sure this is normally, 'cause it's a hunting sword. I'm pretty sure it's normally within killing +1 shock because it's a one-handed sword.
Oh,
It's not quite a short sword, but it's not a long sword. So that will be 6 killing, 2 shock, because she used explosive lunge or tightening coils for the extra damage.
Okay.
So you get 1 AR all around from your metal ring. So you shave 1 killing and 1 shock damage. And then how does Metal Heart worded?
Let me
Reduce the damage?
Let me double check here. Love iron without fear. When struck by any weapon made of metal, the character who knows this placement takes 1 less point of shock and 1 less point of killing damage automatically.
Okay. So you shave 2 shock, 2 killing total. So no shock damage.
Okay.
And 2 of that. So it would be 2 killing. It would be in your arm, but your arm is full, so it's moved to torso.
Let me make sure I mark that. I'm at 7 killing total.
And
This is the most I've ever
I
been
sense a great disturbance in the force.
9, 8.
As if my workload suddenly increased.
Yeah, so you would take the extra point of
I wish
the waste shock to 8 locations 9, 8, and 3. So 9 and 8 are the same location. So I think you take 1 extra shock to your torso, but that's it.
1 extra shock to my torso. Give myself a slash there. I need a better slash. Hang on. I'll do a V. I'll do a V for.
And then Leslok's second bullet hits her. King! Merde.
I feel like I
Putain de
see.
merde.
I feel like I see it bounce off, or like maybe
Yeah, you see two flashes in the darkness, basically.
What is he?
I-
What was just cursed?
Merde, it's French.
She's swearing
I'm
in
like,
French.
fuck. Yeah. Haven't you played Expedition 33?
I think what is Putain de merde like?
Merde shit,
like-
I believe.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Merde shit.
Merde.
Yeah.
I said they're further than 60 feet away, so that matters to me.
Yeah. No,
Yeah, you're
Putain
talking
is
about 100 feet.
Putain is fuck.
No, but that is.
Yeah, Putain de merde is like shitting fuck or fucking shit.
It
Yeah,
doesn't
fucking-
translate
it's fucking
exactly,
shit.
but yeah.
Yeah, but the grammar's a little ooger, but it's nice. But yeah, no, because like, if you hadn't been tied with that shot, like she would have lost sets both those times, even though she tanked them, because that's how this works. So like, she is not having a great time. Stopping bullets with your armor still sucks.
Because I think hitting her would have like fucked up the set if I was going faster.
Yeah. I think she's gonna like shout out like, "So you showed up after all, little lord. Why don't you come down here?"
I've got a gift for you. Come close so I can deliver it to your chest.
Your little demon friend is getting tired. I think Mariposa has a... You can see this in Inos because you are not distracted by the deep darkness. Mariposa has a look on her face which is like, I'm pretty sure he's not getting that tired, but I'm going to say it anyway.
Because like he can't fucking... no one can see shit out of this fucking darkness.
Oh, I can't.
No,
stand
what you 5 width? There's minus 5Ds?
I fucking can't. Please turn off the darkness, please.
No, I didn't. Well, you didn't announce yourself. You just said bang. You didn't go, Inos, I'm here. So no,
I can't
and
see
that's that's why she she
But,
says,
like, yeah.
You could have, done that.
I mean, you know
before
Enos
shot.
is there.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah. Anyway, we move to declare. Enos, it's your declaration.
So to double check something.
She's right in front of you.
So I am down an arm. Does that mean I can no longer use my dual esoteric? Excuse me. Because I'm not on the Enos page here. Hang on. Oh, excuse me.
I do believe it's, if you're thinking about your intimidation, I do believe it says something for if you've been humiliated or frightened.
No. For that's right. I didn't put the fucking description in. I'm talking for hell hooks because it says you have to use 2.
If it says you have to if you have to use 2, that would because I have a a dagger one, and if I have one of my arms incapacitated, that's
If
why I
it
couldn't take it.
says
is
in
'cause
Hell Hooks you have to have a hook in each hand, then yes, you cannot benefit. Which is a little annoying, but that is how the esoterics are worded. They are supposed to be specific.
Mm-hmm.
If it just says when you are using a hook knife, then you still got it. Let me check. Hell's
yeah,
Hooks.
Let me though. I haven't had a real good chance to actually get into nitty gritty, so I'm not prepared for a lot of this.
Bill hook fight can be used with either. Must be used with a hook in either hand. So you got to be double wielding.
Okay. I mean, does it still count if I'm just death gripping one of them?
I actually do believe that technically you do not drop what you're holding. Like you cannot perform actions which use your hand, but it doesn't say anything about like losing your grip on something you're holding important or shit like that. Like there are other roles to like take stuff out of your hand and things. So like technically you are still holding your hook unless you want to drop it. You just cannot specifically attack with that hand.
All right. Well, I think that's good enough for us. I'll just probably not be going crazy on multiple attacks because I won't be able to. That doesn't make sense. But I can still probably do some other things.
Yeah.
Um.
Also, like I said, you heard her say that. So like, and I mean, I think Leslok is the only person you know with 2 pepper boxes.
They probably sound distinct, considering these things are like maintained as hell.
So
Inos has registered that Leslok has entered the fray. Does that matter right now?
I will say, remember, the darkness is centered on you.
No, Inos is Kill Bill sirens right now.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
So let's see here. Yeah, no, I definitely cannot use clicking swift because it says enough to use both hands. I cannot use both hands. So
Yeah,
definitely cannot.
That's specifically you use both hands to make 2 attacks with a bonus, and it's like, no, I don't think you can do that.
No.
You can try and trip. You can try and disarm. You do know that she's magically bound to this sword, so she can just summon it back for free. But a trip.
Gotta break her wrists.
No, we're like now. Inos is gonna get in. He's gonna fucking get in there with the slam.
Slammed down big style.
Yeah.
I think I was gonna do 2. Damn it. Okay. Change what I'm doing.
I mean, just take -5 dice.
I was gonna ask, like, how much is it fuck to target her with a spell?
If you require line of sight, you cannot see her right now. Otherwise, you have a decent approximation of where she was.
How does it work for Prankster?
Does it say you have to see him, or does it just say somebody in range?
It works at any creature of 100 feet.
Yeah, you know she's there. It does not say it requires line of sight, so you could attempt to just prankster her.
Yeah, because my goal was I was going to
very
trip her, and then Enos could just fucking start strangling her.
Or something. We'll see.
Something.
All right, okay. We'll get to your declaration in a second. I got to declare for her first.
Yeah.
So, let's see. All right, we're going to need to be a little carefuler now. Okay. Yeah, this is, ironically, going toe-to-toe, blade-to-blade is not actually optimal for her because she does not have a lot of good abilities to wombo combo with defense. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to multiple action sword. She is not going to declare tightening coils because I don't think she's got enough room to lunge, because that would mean she would have to back up from you. And while there's no like serious penalties to melee combat for supernatural darkness, I am going to apply some logic to this, which is she's not going to back up from you because she's afraid she's going to lose track of where you are.
Yeah.
So she will not declare tightening coils and explosive lunge for the extra speed or damage because she cannot get a big fancy lunge in.
This is darkness.
She will do body plus endure and coordinate plus sword though, because she's gonna roll to brace for the blow. Basically, she's gonna roll an endurance pool to reduce shock damage she's taking because she knows you're gonna try and slam her to the ground or power bomb her.
For comparison, I believe like darkness is like a -2. We're at a -5 right now.
Yeah, it's like more than
Yeah,
deep
no,
darkness.
there
It's like-
is
this
a
darkest darkness.
33-foot sphere of complete perfect darkness. Vanta black. Like, if anybody else could see this, they'd probably be freaking the fuck out right now.
I've seen us do something like this before, so it's like, oh, that's him. I just don't remember
Enos
exactly the
has
core of it.
guided you through this before.
Yeah, so it's like I just don't know if he's in the center of it or where he's in it, but I know he's in there.
No,
Oh, actually, no. You would know he's always in the center because you've seen
he's in the
cast it
center,
before.
okay.
You know that it's
Yeah.
centered in.
Yeah, I think we actually have to explain this back at Spark.
Oh yeah, because at the map, right? Yeah, because I can map.
Yeah,
Let us
you
map
guys
brain it
daisy
then.
chain
Yeah,
through
yeah.
this. So.
Yeah.
I can map
Anyway,
brain that. Yeah.
But that's her declared action. She's going to double, and you're declaring on 5. You want to prankster her?
Actually, how far away is she?
I mean, she's within 100 feet because you shot at her.
Is she within 60?
Let's see. Have you been moving up? I mean, I don't know how tall the walls are, but I'll give you the hypotenuse and stuff. 60. She went to the back wall and then she advanced.
Because I want to thunderweave.
Thunderweave. That's short. Okay.
It's combative. It's too.
What's
It's up to. It says 60 something at a target. It doesn't say actually feet. It just says 60 something.
Well, what are the material components for Thunderweave, and do you have them on you?
If it's wool, I'm ripping out of my own clothes.
I don't know if you're wearing wool. You came from fancy dinner.
I mean, wool is actually a very high quality. Like if it's made rightly, is a very high quality fabric these days because it requires a lot of labor.
I'll rip it out of my
He could
fucking
have like a
mantle.
woolen. Yeah, I know. You said you were wearing like a light, like a half cloak or something. No,
Yes,
you
I was
probably
wearing a
have
mantle,
some wool somewhere in there. You could rip a chunk out of. Okay, yeah, all right, yeah. You can cast Thunderweave in 60 feet. You can try it.
Because it's like, how much penalty do I take for that, or is it just roll sorcery?
I forgot to. I described it as a penalty to darkness, so I forgot to say specifically for ranged attacks. But I should make sure to clarify that in the description of Soul of Night.
Here's just
But,
a spell for the way it is.
I'm pretty sure it does not intrinsically affect sorcery, other than it would break line of sight if you can't see them.
Well, this is more just if I hit the target, it does the thing.
Yeah, this is magic.
Magic.
Handful of wool, spiderweb, or a pinch of amber dust. Okay. Yeah.
I draw a
Cast
pepper box as
explodes
bad.
into a
It's about
night of
feet.
lightning, moonlight, or crystal shards, which wrap up a target. I feel like you should be able to see someone if you're gonna accurately target that.
Yeah, but I did not yet put in it requires line of sight, so
Okay.
That could get patched later.
there's going to be a couple of patches, I think, just because, like I said, I got to clarify some rules. But okay, hold on. Give me a second to assemble my dice pool, because I'm multiple actioning. So that would be 9. She doesn't take a multi-penalty for this, so we'll get to use the expert die pool. All right. Let me just... Well, we'll give her the other one for this, so...
Scene in my mind is like Leslok's angry because it's like, am I just gonna fucking do nothing in this? It's like, fine, fine. Starts ripping off the part of his clothes.
Rips a handful and is like, Thunderweave!
Crescent threads, bound eternal.
7s. All right, everybody ready to roll?
Yes. I have to roll. I'm doing master. I have to roll only.
6s. No 7s. Fuck you, expert die.
90, 10. My expert die will be set to... Wait, what's the difficulty for?
1s.
I'll just set the 5 again. I can't remember what the slam difficulty is, but I'm setting it to 5.
What?
Oh, I got a pair of 6s.
Okay, because I was reading it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I was supposed to read like technically the 5. It's basically a straight. Damn.
Yeah, almost.
Yeah. 2 6s. Ooh, trip 9s. Okay, that's important.
I have Master Die 4x9.
Right, you guys are both big boy sorcerers. Does... Okay, no. The timing matters on this, so she does not get her shock reduction from soul armor. Because I was going to use the 6s for that, but... I may still, but it's not going to apply to the Thunderweave rule. Okay, so... Let's see. I think 4-9 is the greatest width.
Yeah. That's
So,
shock and waste shock.
Thunderweave
I didn't say
goes
what
off.
location.
Yeah, it's the location you rolled.
Oh, okay. So torso.
It's always the location you roll. Yeah, it's 2x9, and then waste shock. So every die that's not a set becomes a shock damage. Maybe I need a separate list for sorcery and for the esoterics because I keep tabbing back a lot. Okay.
The house stock, but usually it is. I don't know.
Yeah, I know, but I have 2 tabs. I still got to tab back and forth and
I'll
scroll.
stop talking.
Armor of names. Can't summon the armor awarded. AR is not ignored by sorcery. So she still gets to reduce that by 2. But that's still going to be 2 shock to a torso.
And I guess 1, 5, 6 waste shock, or they're all separate points, so they all get blocked out.
No, those are all waste dice go to the location indicated. So,
Oh, okay.
and they can't be in sets. So the 8s, for instance, don't count.
Okay, so they all just get. Those don't do anything. Then.
Yeah, they get armored. You have, however, successfully pinned her for 4 minutes, unless she gets out of it.
I think she's
Oh,
the
does that?
break by whiff.
She's pinned, so it's whatever it says under pin. I'll check in a second. So we can't attack, defend, or move. Okay. So her attack against Inos, no matter what, is fucked because this is probably so weird. Like, well, I should say this. Leslok, what do you prefer? Lightning, moonlight, or crystals?
It is.
Like, what is the net made of?
I wanted it. It was the idea of like it was threads that then become crystals.
So crystals.
Okay, so it's a crystalline net. So, glimmering crystal shards fly from the top of the keep, and wrap around her in the chest, which prevents her arms from smacking you, Inos. She still is going to execute. Actually, what's your what width are you going, Inos? 3 6s?
No, 2 6s.
Oh, right, yeah, you don't have your mastery die for this
No,
for
this is
sorcery.
only
It's
extra
different.
dice,
That's
that
right.
was
Okay.
5.
Yeah. So I will save her 6, her 3x6s to reduce shock damage she suffers by 1. Or is it reduce width and shock? Hold on, let me double check. Tab back. Soul armor. Brace for the blow. Ignore width +1 shock damage.
She might tank all the damage, honestly. Because I can add the...
Well, let's calculate. What's we slamming?
Well, the slam itself doesn't do any damage. Unless you get like super high width on it, which I didn't. But I can also do the weapons damage additional to the slam effects, which is... shock +2, width and shock +2 killing. So it'd be 2 shock, 2 killing.
All right. Actually, no, I probably shouldn't have even had her roll soul armor because she would just tank that all with her worn armor.
Well, also these are the damascene blades, so the armor would ignore certain armor.
Ooh, right. Actually, yes, it is. This armor is magically made, but it is explicitly built out of, like I said, hardened leather and like splints and stuff. It's not completely metal. We'll keep that in mind. Okay. So she's still going to take some killing damage, I think. Is Damascene ignore all armor or ignore 1 point?
It's ignore all of the specific types.
Okay. So she's going to take the 2 killing. What'd you hit? Arm?
On 6s?
6 is right. 6 right arm.
Yeah. I mean, getting her back. It's the mirror. Okay. And she's downed, and she's taking action to stand. She would take 1 point of shock damage to locations 3 and 5, but she will not do that because she braces for the blow. But she takes 2 killing and 5, 6. Cool, great. All right, give me a second to read pin.
Basically can't take any actions unless they roll, grapple, or
Sneak.
something else to escape.
Has to be the difficulty equal to the body score or your grapple skill, whichever is higher. Okay, so I need to specifically say what it has to be higher than for Thunderweave. I'm going to say it's got to be higher, a difficulty higher than your sorcery trait. How many dice you got in Veilcraft, bud?
I have 5 plus master.
So it's a difficulty 6.
I mean, not impossible.
Not impossible, but it is tougher. Okay. Inos, anyway, you declare first. I'll figure that shit out in a second.
Oh, she's down. She's pinned.
Yeah, she's literally like wrapped up, arms and stuff on the ground. You did also cut her like right arm pretty badly there.
Also, Omega, she attacked me with the Calamitous Blade, right?
Yeah.
Isn't there supposed to be a chance that it breaks and it frees the damn thing every time it's used?
No, has to kill somebody with it.
Oh, kill. Okay.
Yes, when you
hopefully
kill a creature
happening.
with the Calamitous Blade, she rolls 2d10.
Okay. Sorry, I was just like, wait a minute.
It's the kind of thing where, like, for this circumstance, it's not so scary. If one of you did decide to use it constantly and we're out here killing people all the time, it would be like, yeah, we're going to hit that 10% sometime.
At some point. No.
And a python's just going to come out.
Knowing Arlock?
But,
At least against, like, we're fighting a bunch of moves.
If
Yeah.
Loth or Dallas used it specifically, they would immediately get the 10.
Yes.
Dallas
The
can
first
handle the
guy they
python.
kill with it, it's going to roll 2 10s. It's going to explode into a giant snake.
sorry, I'm trying to think of Enos's mindset. Is he... No, this person isn't...
I'll say this. Like, obviously, she's in your house. She appears to be doing something against you. She has something, it sounds like, against Leslok personally. She does not seem to have anything against you personally. And like I said, she is differently equipped than the snake cult guys.
No, if I want information, it's from the snake cult guys, not from her. This person's just an obstacle.
Person's just a tenacious bastard.
Sorry, I'm trying to check. She's technically helpless, so I'm just wondering if I can just do a fucking coup de grace on her. Let me double check.
Don't know if you can
Like, right
just...
before-
what
before
is
you can,
that?
is the armor.
Well, you have to be, like, helpless. There's a one for this. Is that...
Let
is
me
it an
double check
advanced
here.
move? Because I feel like there's a sidebar about it or something somewhere.
Yeah, that's...
You can always Iron Kiss, but I felt like there was something else for this. Formation.
Let me double check. Let me see in the combat section here.
Because, like, there is definitely a rule for, like, a finisher.
Finisher. Do it.
I can also simplify things a little because we've been going for almost 3 hours with no break.
Oh, I'm sorry. We've been super in it.
No, it's okay. We've been in it.
It's only one scene.
Probably
The-
have to go. in
These
like
guys were here for like
like
what you
45
call it, for like
minutes.
1 hour and then get in there.
I
But, yeah.
I feel really bad for Dallas and Loth and Aren that they don't get to do much of the session.
Well, they ran away.
It happens sometimes. Technically, we ran towards the thing, but whatever.
I mean,
this
I
is
can say it
also-
now. It was bait, and you went for it.
Yeah, I know.
But not everybody went for it.
Yeah,
I knew it was bait.
Enos, Like I said, Inos like, Inos ain't moving.
No.
Yeah, no, I don't see anything particular in the combat actions for just coup de grace.
Well, I will say this. Yeah, she's fucked. So because she doesn't have athletics or grapple, so the odds of her rolling a 6 or higher are very bad.
Yeah, no, and there's still the snake cult guys. I don't have time to mess around with this woman. I cut her throat.
Okay.
Never in the throat. I guess, yeah.
You're just gonna with the hook. Let's see. What would I want as you know, you lean down this kind of moment to be? I think she would get out one of her last words, but her normal ones are not going to matter. It would probably be something like. Actually, no. Yeah, she's probably a little frustrated. She's a little hungry for revenge. It's definitely going to be something like, "Damn it! I wasn't strong enough." Blah.
Yeah.
All right. Inos, Leslok, I'll give you a second to think about where you're going next.
Mm-hmm.
Let's take a break because I got to refill my water.
Yes. I will pause.
I'll go do the same.
Yeah.
I believe
Great.
that.
All right, we're back. Okay, so, Leslok, Inos, separately, you guys are left with the kind of like deafening silence after that.
Mm-hmm.
No longer do you have the sounds of your own battle. Inos, you feel. Yeah, you do recover. You finished a combat encounter, so you do recover half your shock currently. However, you have a lot of killing damage, so you still feel like shit.
Yeah, I recover. Well, I only have one shock. Do I just get rid of that then?
Goes away, yeah. If you have one left, it goes away.
Okay.
I feel like it's like
killing.
Leslok just yells it to the darkness, like from over. It's like, Inos, who was that?
Inos is going to just yell back, "It doesn't matter. There's more of them."
More of who?
Perfect segue. Thank you. Segue point.
Yeah.
That's true. He hasn't seen the rest of them. And honestly, with a 33-foot radius, he might not see the one that Inos killed lying dead in your grass.
Yeah. That only lasts minutes, by the way, so it should be going away.
Okay.
I'm just asking, like, is like you say that because like otherwise I have an idea of what I'll do. I just need to.
Well, let me
Yeah.
do a thing here.
I gave him a second.
You guys, like I said, you guys are now in the silence. You have that brief shouted conversation. From the other side of the keep walls, you can now hear several more gunshot reports. Separate from what Leslok fired, and possibly other fighting sounds. You can also hear, a couple of shouts and the like from the sounds like the opposite corner of the inner Bailey wall of like some people, or maybe even from the like other side of the courtyard, some people shouting like, "What's that? Someone's shooting!" Oh, fuck! I forgot. It doesn't matter because they wouldn't have helped you. But as a role-playing note, I was gonna say that I got distracted because Logesh had something different to start. But if Logesh was going to go out to the fire, I was going to have Rodrigo Espada offer to go with him. And then Ainara Espada was going to be like, no, you stay here, I go. So she goes with them, just so you know.
Okay.
But the rest of the Espadas are in. But yes, there are people crying about, and you hear a variety of shouts like, oh, what's going on? They're firing at us. Oh, one of the boat shields is down. Quick! Somebody check out the Queen's quarters. Because remember, the Queen retired early. She already went back to the guest chambers before all this stuff started.
I was hoping Inos would have said anything about the Sake cult, but all right, I'll work with that.
I'm not going to give you a fucking 5-minute exposition in the middle of a crisis.
All right, then.
You know when someone runs in and says, "Hey, there's not enough time to explain"?
I would like, while you guys think about what the next stage is, Nicola, Konrad, Logesh, please roll me a sense plus hearing roll.
Actually,
the difficulty for this will be very high.
I'm going to use my.
I'm gonna have them roll first anyway.
I'm gonna use my coin for all of them because I have all of them listed of which one each they have if they have them on them.
I'll ask, would you guys keep you know that Leslok's supposed to contact you magically by the coins. You wearing them at the dinner? Because you would not have had time to pick them up. But if you would wear them at the dinner, because it is supposed to be...
I would not. He was at the dinner. Why would I take the coin to contact him? But also,
Leslok, please make sure to remember this for later.
The same paranoia that I would have informed more guards to be at the castle. Yes, Logesh would have kept a coin on him.
Because I grab the hunter for Konrad and basically say, people are attacking the castle, come back. I then say the same thing to Nicola, and then to Logesh, and then Everhelm, and then Moira's coins.
So if anyone's in my room, they probably hear that.
Again, I know I made the joke ages ago when it was done, but I'm just picturing the fucking guild seal from Fable 1, the guild master's talking to you.
Okay, even though I was going to say difficulty 5, I think all of you make it.
Oh shit! Did they cancel extra record?
That is the one sense skill I have.
No, they're delaying it because they need a publisher.
Oh shit!
Damn.
Because it says sales discontinuation notice.
Well, I think they were offering pre-orders like this year.
So
anyway, sorry, different conversation. So all of you hear very distantly, because like the fire's like dying down, like it's been, you guys are in the middle of pursuit, but you can hear from the back of the, like in the distant wind, you can hear distant reports of gunshots. Like they're very faint. They sound more like pops, so they could be mistaken for fireworks at this range. You guys are all the way down on the town.
Can I?
Yeah, from the direction of the castle.
I cast both.
But then also, quiet you.
Oh.
Also, Mr. Forgot his pager. Konrad gets the page that Leslok just described. You also got to do a message to Logesh also, I assume.
Yeah, I just go down the line to like the 5 people I'm sending the message to. I don't need to tell Inos because he already fucking knows.
So the first response that Konrad does is he asks the coin, "What does he mean?" Because I don't think you ever told Konrad that there are no 2 ways.
It's a pager, so you're not available. It only goes one way.
Well, you can't tell him that because you don't know that he asked.
Yeah. Yep.
So again, as I've said, with Logesh being paranoid, if he hears that, he will run back to the castle. I'll even make a run check to really push himself if need be.
I cast Boatman's Leap towards the gunshots.
Konrad will make sure the people he was catching are secured before heading back.
Yeah, they're clapped in irons. You got it. Okay. So you guys are rushing back. You're still several minutes away, but depending on what happens next, you may make your way back. I guess I should technically ask you guys to roll body plus run to see how fast you go.
Well, I am casting Boatman's Leap if that does anything.
Well, then you get to jump that far. All right. How much jumping you doing?
Let me read the spell.
I am the wind.
Okay, I can jump a number of feet equal to twice the height of their sorcery roll. However, I can cast it multiple rounds in a row to charge up.
So that's 4 threes.
All right, that's pretty fast.
Because I
Comrade
got my boots.
skedaddling. Boatman's Leap.
I jump 14 feet towards the castle.
That's really not that impressive. You could have run that far.
After realizing, look, I've been wanting to do this as a joke the entire time because I noticed that. After realizing that this doesn't do anything in terms of speed, you magically jump. I go, wait a minute, I could have just done this. Now I'll roll run.
Because it's it also includes vertical, which is you cannot jump 14 feet straight up easily.
No. 3 5s. Oh,
right,
I
okay,
rolled
you
the
guys are
wrong goal.
speeding-
I rolled the way wrong goal. Hold on, let me.
For body plus run, yeah, probably.
Yeah, no, that was.
But you
that
guys are
was-
running back. So,
Okay, fucking
Leslok,
three tens.
runs
Sure.
down the line of the coins. That takes like no time at all to say some stuff rapidly. As I said before, Aurelia actually like has her coin back because she actually does know the spell back and says, "There's trouble in the keep. I'm sending more to the guest quarters."
Understood. I'll deal with what's out.
All right. So where are you headed, Leslok, and where are you headed, Inos? Because you don't have to pause as your darkness will recede.
Sorry, I'm just thinking. Inos really isn't concerned about himself. Also, his anti-gray would probably fade as well because that is also in minutes.
Yeah, it's only 5 minutes. Yeah.
But he would probably move for where the combat is. Is that on the other side of the wall? You said?
Yeah.
Can I still climb the wall with one arm?
Ooh, it'll be tough, brother. You
Well,
might have
look.
to take off your shoes, but you can try. You get a master die.
Yeah.
No, the hook would just dig into the stone. Because it's
Oh, no,
Well,
he
I
doesn't do
only
that
got
part.
one
He's
arm.
Iron Demon.
Like, it's not a matter of the tools, it's a matter of the limb. But, yeah, no, I will increase, surface tension. Enos will, kick off his boots, and he's just going to scramble up the wall.
Roll coordination plus climb.
I like those boots are giving you power anyway. Actually, wait. Okay, the regalia. Never mind.
He's wearing shoes. He's not wearing his regalia.
No.
Scram up the wall like those mummies.
It's like fucking Dio walking up the wall.
I wish.
No, he's actually spider climbing. It's just yeah. All right, so Leslok, what are you doing? Because it's going to take him a couple of minutes to get up the wall.
I'm not reloading, so I'm just
Straight
gonna
up.
start. I think I'm just gonna start. If I had a rope, I'd give it to him, but I don't. So I'm just gonna move and keep going. Actually, wait.
All right,
I have
you're going to jog around.
I have a terrible.
So you have
idea.
7 shots left, so that's why.
I have 7 and 5. Yeah. I have a terrible idea. I'm gonna double check Vine Bridge. I might just make a bridge for Enos to get up.
No, he's climbing. Don't worry about it. He's going to master
All right.
die. He's going to make it.
I'm gonna pick up my pepper rocks from the ground and just keep going.
That'll be
Like go towards the
paralyzed.
sound.
All right. Like I said, it takes you, probably at full scramble, still like a full 60 seconds to get to the top, but you shimmy up the parapet.
I find it somewhat funny, but also kind of fun to me that Leslok just has a coin case, just always in like his coat pocket at all times.
That's what it's for. You talked about sewing them into a belt at one point, so you could just run down the pager line. But yeah, no. So you pick up and book it. How many? Just for big comparison, I'm not asking you to roll. How many dice do you have in body plus? Run.
No, none. It would just be body, so it'd be 3.
Okay, so Leslok is slightly faster than you by virtue of he actually has a few points in run, but he's not very good at body. Also, that's the beauty. You don't have to say you don't have to get your knives back later. Mind knives.
Oh, that's right.
You just go, mind
Sword
knives,
steel.
return to me.
Sword steel.
Yeah.
They just fly back to you.
He'll do that once he gets back to the top of the parapet. He's like, oh yeah, my knives.
They return to your hand. All right. Okay. So you guys are jogging on over. Oh, I'm trying to think. How would I want to do?
Apparently, I'm Sonic the fucking Hedgehog.
You're not blue and you're not spinning
Actually,
fast
let
enough.
me see. Let me see.
It's true.
I mean, I got bigger width, so technically I'm going
Yeah,
faster.
Konrad is the fastest. He is not running well. He is running fast.
Okay, no, that's true. I'm
Nicola
running
and
like
Logesh have perfect running form.
I'm running like a professional runner. Yet somehow Konrad is still just like galloping ahead of me.
It's technique versus power.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's boots. Get some red boots.
I have to roll some dice off camera real quick.
I just keep wearing these boots. Are some of the best magic items ever.
I mean, it's just a master die on run. It's not like +1 width on run rolls isn't that much. It just means that when I ask you to run places, you do better. What am I doing? Nope, not mention. Message. I want to message D1 and have him roll something off camera behind the screen. Missed a digit. That is fucking abysmal.
Oh no.
They're all dead.
I'm dumb. I could have called everyone via the pager when saying there's a monster at the fucking castle.
Yeah.
You said there's an incident. The monster was also already dead. I don't know, Leslok thinking rationally versus
I
not.
would have to seen it first to actually do the call.
I think it was dead when you arrived. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it was dead by the time I got there,
Yeah.
so I wouldn't have done it. So yeah.
Yeah. I'm not sure because
You briefly saw its corpse and then Giga Dark.
And then,
Advanced Dark. Dark 4.
I think I only saw it vague. I don't think I saw it till like literally after I started leaving anyway.
Yes.
Although I would say 5D of Darkness, Turbo Darkness.
Turbo Dark.
Turbo Dark over Dark.
It's so dark, I think even things of like night vision couldn't see through it.
No, use it.
Okay.
You can see through it. That's the whole reason that Inos likes using it, because he can still see through it.
Oh, okay. Right, yeah, because I think about other games where it's like the levels of darkness block out even dark vision.
No, this explicitly says it doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
I'm like sweating up fucking.
That's pretty good. Okay, all right. So this one, I think there's no hiding this. You guys get to the parapet on the other side and see that the snake cultists, the culty looking guys, are engaged in a fight with some other dark gentlemen. Lucky, what would the kit be for these guys?
Just, mostly dark and subtle clothing, but with, the subtle glint of armor underneath. Dark
I do believe
hoods.
you did kit these guys out, yeah.
Yeah. Enos did spend
the
a
contingent.
fair bit of money.
Oh, your followers. Okay.
Yeah,
No, they're not my followers.
No, we'll figure that one out later. But yeah, there's some guys out here who are operating like followers, and I think you've gobbled all their sets. So, most of them appear to be bogged down by this group of guys armed with like real swords, real bows or crossbows. Guns is probably a little too loud.
No.
We should have talked about that in DMs. These guys could have used the Willestra.
They probably could. They probably still
That's very cost effective, actually.
Well,
We're
you can
done.
do that. You can do that
both dumb.
next time. Patch that in.
We'll think about that. But yeah, so several of them are dead on the ground. Several cultists, I should say, are dead on the ground already, and the rest of them are fighting in an even keel. I don't think we've got any names for this, so just one of them to you, Inos, sees you up on top and just kind of like, actually, yeah, no, it'd be good. Signs to you in penitent sign. I won't make you roll because you have this one. Just what would it be? It would be like numbers for like. Because remember, the other guys you scared came around this way eventually. So I think it would be that like gesture that like. What do I want to say? Because there's a dozen here, and they're fighting pretty evenly. They're not absolutely overwhelmed, but they're mopping up. Yeah, I think it would be a gesture. He gestures 6 points towards the outer Bailey gate. 6 points towards the inner Bailey gate, and then makes a gesture for not big guy, but like eye patch guy. Like something about eye patch guy has completely eluded these boys.
All right. Enos turns to Leslok and's all like, these fellows have the matter in hand, but we got more heading to the inner and alley belly gates, and we have a probably very dangerous individual on the prowl. It's like if they're not after, they may be after someone important. Someone important. It's like we must head towards the inner belly and warn the king.
Of course. Aurelia told me there's trouble in the keep. She sent word to the guest quarters.
Who?
Aurelia sent
Moira.
word to the guest quarters.
Oh,
I said, you guys hear shouting about, like, you guys could overhear conversation, someone shouting, quick, someone check out the queen, and then noises.
Yeah.
I'll simplify things, because I think with Dallas saying to wrap up the primary threads for the night, and not leave off in the middle, I think I can...
Omega?
Yeah? What? Did I cut out?
Yeah, you cut out. Well, for me, anyway.
Weird.
It was not on my end, but
Check
it's
my
probably affected
audio.
recording.
So yes, if I cut out, that would mean that the video version is said. I am pretty sure I can wind this down to a point where we can get most of the major things. There's still a follow-up to this. There's several follow-ups because I'm sure you guys want to do some forensic type questions for these guys. But I think I can hit most of the moments I wanted to have. So I can streamline this a little. You, Bailey gang, I'll say this. You guys hear more gunshots behind you, down, like, in the courtyard. So I assume you guys want to head that direction towards the down the steps into the courtyard and towards the noise.
Mhm.
Okay, I gotta think real quick. What do I wanna? Do I want to have you guys see some stuff or not? Yeah, let's. I'll be vignetting a little, but
All things considered, I think we did.
Oh, wow,
handle,
really beerdy.
handle this very quickly.
no, you guys did pretty good. You guys did pretty good on the threat, especially with only two of you in the actual fight.
I would say he'd be back.
Like technically, both of them ended in basically coup de grace, but that was the point. And like honestly, you didn't plan this way, Lucky. You did the most amount of disrespect damage possible to Mariposa March by just like
One guy she didn't give a fuck about.
not responding to her taunts and also like cock blocking her literal seconds before she got to like
She couldn't
yell
even
to
see me.
Leslok about her motives.
She only
Like
could
she was
vaguely
pretty
yell
sure
in
he
my
was
direction.
there, but she didn't get to see him and didn't get to drop any of her lines.
I feel more bad.
She
the
didn't
fact
get to
that
reveal to him she went out of her way to make a pact with a fucking Kerberoy, which is, like an ancient doom of your house.
I just think
'Cause
about
remember,
that. But yeah, ancient wolves,
Logi's,
yeah.
Logi's,
Wolves,
Logi's
yeah.
father was killed by a Kerberos, and Logi Torchbearer in turn killed it. So like, there's ancient
yeah.
beef.
Because a direwolf wouldn't be enough. Either that's what killed.
No,
Wolfric.
but that's what I said, and that's like like I said, the thing she really wanted to ask Leslok was like, if our fates were reversed, would you do anything different? But she can't.
I have stupid lines for that. I have stupid answers for that.
I know. I'm sorry we couldn't get to it, but Inos got there first,
Yeah.
and absolutely, he wasn't in the mood for pants.
he really wasn't. Snake Holt.
She could have. She could.
Yeah.
Before you threw knives at her, she was actually gonna, like I said, hit you with some lines of respect of like, I don't have anything personal with you, but it says a lot that you're down here and you're straw. It
They use metal.
shows that the Crownish underestimate the power of the kindred. Oh God, knives.
Yeah.
But you guys rush down the steps.
Oh, yeah, also, that's
Um,
like, I assume I did see like the snake cultist thing, just to be like, oh yeah, the snake
Oh
cultist.
yeah, no,
Oh yeah,
you see
fuck.
them. They're in the ropes.
Oh, okay. Oh, this is even fucking worse. All right, let's keep on.
You guys rush down to the courtyard. I will actually ask you for a pick of what sequence you're going to see with your own eyeballs. Do you guys want to rush towards the inner gate where there you hear the sounds of fighting, or do you want to rush towards the keep where you hear the sounds of gunshots
Keep.
and
The
possibly more fighting? Okay,
Because I also
you guys
really
rush to the keep. You swing open the door of the keep and see inside, in the Great Hall, like in your front walk, Moira is fighting Mr. Eyepatch. in addition to his matchlock, which he has reslung, his arquebus, he appears to have a brace of pistols, several of which he has lost. You guys open the doors, and he just turns around and says, "Hey, my dance card's a little full." He touches his earring, which looks a lot like a wedding ring, but is an earring, and says, "Sorry, babe, you gotta get me out of here." And you guys don't have any point of reference for this, but he, like, it's not like crossing over to the other side. He, like, unravels where he stands, and the colors that used to make him up are, like, sucked into the sky. He is summoned away.
I roll
You would
anything.
assume via summon craft magic. You can roll knowledge sorcery.
I'd like to roll some sorcery. What is even the basis of what this fucking is?
Wait,
no,
no,
because-
he has too much. He has too much fucking combat brain right now to think about that.
That's fair. It's just like this is Leslok's compulsion thing.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
I think. Wait, no, it is.
Definitely nines.
It's the fucking wedding
Yes.
ritual between summoners, isn't it?
Well, yeah, actually, no. You roll that, you would know. That's you can.
If you exchange names, true names
So
with
you
another
guys are
person.
pretty sure what's going on with the syndicate. I think at the high level, we'll get to more later because you've captured some guys to interrogate. But there are one of the ways that House Venom used to gather a lot of power was that summoners could make the pact with each other. You can ritually swap rings, marriages, sworn brothers. The most advanced form of that is you can do a spell called Something Borrowed, and two differently attuned sorcerers can share spell lists. You both have to be attuned for this to work, but it used to be House Venon's way of bringing new people like into there. I mentioned that he was wearing an earring that looked like a wedding ring, so presumably that guy has a witch wife who either did distant summoning on him or he had a summoning spell that he could unsummon himself to her.
I mean, that's a good way to have an escape plan, honestly.
And Moira's like panting slightly and, wipes some sweat off her brow and says, "Slippery bastard, that guy. Try to get away in some shadows." And I have more exposition for that, but like I said, there's some other sequences going on. Moira, by the way, looks, she's a little scuffed, not beat up. She's leaning against a giant double-headed axe, which is stuck in your floor. Not sure where that showed up. That's new.
Oh boy.
You guys can ask her about that in a second. What do I want to? No, I definitely want to do this bit because I want to have. It's about Nicola, so it's a Nicola thing. So Nicola, Logesh, Konrad, you guys run up to the front gate. At the front gate, you guys see that there are several of these robed guys dead on the causeway because they were on the inside and trying to get out, and you didn't close all the gates. There are a couple of guards who stopped them, but also kind of standing in the middle of a ring, the ring of these people, you see Paz Oro, who currently looks like her skin is made of molten bronze.
Wow.
And several of these people have clearly been set on fire. And then she sees like Nicola specifically run up and just kind of like the effect kind of like leaves her. Her sweat pours onto the ground. She leans against the wall of the causeway over it, going over, and she's just like, "Oh, you're here. That's great. I don't know how much more breath control I had. So pyromancy, you breathe a bit." She kind of sits down heavily.
Take a break.
I tried some stuff.
Here.
You're not
Conrad's
there. It's
trying
the
to
other guys.
interrogate from the guards what's going on.
He's like, oh, I don't know. So, by the way, I made myself lightheaded pretending to breathe as heavily sheeted. Jesus, give me a second.
I've been there.
Okay.
Two deep breaths,
The one of the guards with the halberd says, I don't rightly know, my lord. A bunch of these cloak mask guys rushed out, jumped some of us. We caught a couple of them. I've got to come up with a new throwaway name. They got Smythe, sir. Stabbed him with a knife, and he screamed out in pain, thinking he was poisoned. And then the young miss, I don't know, she starts throwing fucking fireballs or something, man. Never seen any sorcery like it. Burned up the other 4 of them good. Punched the knives right out of her hands.
I heard gunshots.
That's great that Logesh is doing that. What was that, Conrad?
Where'd the gunshots come from?
Fire inside. We haven't been able to make it through yet, sir. Kind of pauses. He's like, right, you're here, sir. Let's go, sir. Grabs him and runs out.
Konrad takes a moment to grab a longsword or something.
Yeah.
From my guard, and we'll keep going in.
They hand you some swords or some spare weapons, and you rush in. So what Logesh and Konrad and a little bit Nicola see, because I got a multifold scene. Sorry about this. You may notice a theme tonight, because what you guys see at the outer Bailey is Alestra is currently fighting some guys. Not her alone, and Ebel's there as well. But she is specifically fighting the nice-looking one, the elite one. And she's fighting like you've never seen her fight before. Her right forearm is like elbow deep in blood, and you're pretty sure that because she punched a guy through. Like there's a guy with a bloody hole in his chest.
She did look Thunder Fist. Jesus fucking Christ.
Pick like an influence.
Knives like bounce off her skin. She's also moving very rapidly.
All
of you roll.
Just to clarify, the last time I can't kill people with my punches.
No, he didn't. I think he took back Thunder Fist, but Alestra didn't. You guys did want her to learn that.
No, she learned that.
I would like all of you to roll.
Oh, sorry.
Roll Eerie, actually, or Scrutinize. Your pick.
No, she learned it from the sister Ecclesia back home.
I forget her actual given name, but that's you wanted her to handle her religious teaching, and yeah, she's got Thunder Fist. Also, there's something else going on.
I love my rolling.
What you guys who pass the Eerie check see, because I'm sure Konrad will pass if he rolls Eerie.
I guess.
Well, you can also roll Scrutinize if you like. But if you want to roll Eerie, 2 10s.
Yeah, 2 10s.
Is the best. So, actually, yes, that's good. I'll keep that in mind. So I called for this for about Alestra, but actually, that's the 2 10s are good. There's something else that's going to go on that I also should probably cover. Alestra is clearly
also, if that matters.
That is important. Yes. How much inner listening do you have? Actually,
just the first one.
Okay.
Which is where I can tell if something's soft or hard effectively.
Okay. Yeah, I think this counts as hard. Something's going on with Alestra. She's clearly moving as if she is enhanced by sorcery. She is striking like with clawing strikes and like moving faster than you should be able to move. And I was going to probably put a difficulty on this, but you guys get a glimpse of her eyes, and yes, for a second, her eyes look slit like a dragon's. And then she catches sight of you guys all running up, and she kind of like seems to like stop, come out of it, like blink a little and drop it. Konrad, with your listening and your 10s, though, I said she was fighting the fancy one who has like a crozier or staff or something. They reach up to clutch their own chest and say, Glory to the crownless king. I will be rewarded in the next world. Konrad, you have a split second. You are aware this person is about to do something that's very bad.
I'm going to dive on top of both of them. Like, bear them to the ground. Both Fury Bell and Aurelia.
Okay. Okay.
Or Lester, I mean, whatever. I can mix up the names, too.
A names, am I right?
Yeah.
So am I allowed to
Yes,
try
but
and
roll
counterspell?
body plus athletics.
Did you make both checks?
I believe so.
Well, I'm giving Konrad the chance to react to this spell going off because, like, you are aware that your sister is being buffed. Konrad is inner listening, so he rolled eerie to sense what's going on with her, but also realizes that this person's about to do something bad.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
You don't know you're going to get exploded. But yes, Konrad, sorry, I think I was cutting out a little earlier as well. Body plus athletics, I guess, to just see if you can dive tackle. I think that's probably the best roll for it.
To move in a physically impressive way.
Did I actually change my...
Any of your passions trigger?
Are you thinking about a passionate trigger?
Yeah, it's siblings, not family, so E-Bell unfortunately does not count.
Ah, the wording bug.
Doesn't matter. Look at
I
that
still
shit.
think 10s. You're
All
fine.
right, 3 10s.
Get them out of the blast
So,
radius.
you grab them both, take them to the ground. You basically dive inside the gates. The rest of you don't rush up on this person. So, Konrad, this does unfortunately mean while you feel this like on the back of your neck, you don't get to see exactly what happens because you were looking away, which is good because cool guys don't look at explosions. You can tell that something very bad is happening behind you. We'll say it that way. Nicola, Logesh, what you see is, like I said, this person grabs their chest, twists their hand against their own chest over their heart. For a split second, like, heartbeat goes out. All of their veins turn black. Heartbeat comes back in. All of their veins glow red hot white. This person detonates like a fucking bomb. They are gone. Boom.
Holy fuck. How much of the terrain is fucking destroyed?
Well, there's probably like a 5-foot crater where they were standing. Should I tell you how much damage that would have been?
Please.
Okay.
I feel like
Let me
Konrad
get
felt
my
at
secret
least,
sorcery
like,
tab
the
open.
aftershock of that. So like, oh yeah.
Oh, like I said,
Because
Konrad,
I want
you
to know just, personally want to know just how much did Konrad just save fucking Alestra and not Ebel?
Fucking tabs are being all slow. No, that's the wrong document. Let me get secret sorcery out. Google's fighting me a little.
Of course, the snake sorcery is like, of course, the secret summoning one.
No, I don't think Summoncraft has anything to do with turning yourself into a suicide bomber.
No.
That's fair. Yeah.
Honestly, this seems like some like evil reversed fucking dragon sorcery with like blood and stuff.
Oh my god, you're right.
Well,
yes,
you probably
want to
ask Alestra why she went into a dragon trance and decided to kill that lady with some attunement spells. Spoilers, that was a attunement spell. She was using celerity and the spell that gives you +1 killing on unarmed attacks.
Oh fuck, there's a dragon. The fucking.
Well, like I said, there's probably some.
You don't know what you guys said. There's some details we gotta unpack after this. We gotta denouement.
Yeah.
Because I got one more beat before we go, and it does involve Nicola. So, well, it involves everybody. By the way, hey, sorry, my fucking Chrome really doesn't want me to find the spell. Okay, there we go. I think we're loading. That one. But I was gonna say, Inos, Leslok, you hear this explosion out back. And let me see which one. Which spell is this? It's not that one. It's not that one. It's not that one. 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 Ah, yes. Self-immolation. Everyone within 10 meters would have suffered Area 5 killing damage.
Area 5?
Yeah.
How much is that? Like,
Well, I roll 5 dice, and you take 1 point of killing in every location that's indicated.
Yeah.
Okay, that can get pretty bad.
Detonated like a cannonball.
I should ignore
You can attempt to dodge behind cover, though. Yeah, no. So you guys hear a cannon go off behind you. I presume you guys look?
Yes.
Yeah. The doors are
All
still
right.
open.
You see a flash of light. It's like all the way across the courtyard, so it's hard to make out details, but you think you see like a plume of smoke and like a bunch of guys standing in like the front gate. Then you guys hear a second detonation-like sound as there's a cracking of stone and a howling of wind, and a couple chunks of your upper floor, your upper wall, fly out along with a corpse dressed in one of the robes from like the 3rd level. Slams into the courtyard below. Wind howling. Suddenly it feels a little cold. It feels a little cold out.
The king.
Nicola, don't care what you're doing. Guess what's happening to you? You're probably wanting to rush over to Alestra, see how she's doing, or figure out what the fuck is going on. Too bad.
Fairy Queen summon time.
The Fairy Queen appears. Pop. Puts a hand on your shoulder and says, "Pardon me, Doctor. I am in need of your services." Nicola and the Fairy Queen, I won't say explode because that's a bad icon,
Vanish.
but disappear into a cloud of butterflies. And where we're going to end the session is, Nicola, you appear on the 3rd upper floor of the keep, in the area which is closest to your guys' private living quarters, where a uninjured but very stressed-looking Aurelia is sitting with Lady White in her lap, holding her hands over a stab wound in her back. Also, there's about a quarter of an inch of ice on everything in this room. And that's where we're going to wrap it up.
They've always been stabbed. Oh, no.
No, really, it's fine.
No, Lady
She's
White's
scared,
been
but she's
stabbed.
fine.
I said Lady White.
Lady White has been stabbed. Sorry, it sounded like Aurelia, but it's okay.
Sorry,
It's
I think you
just
said
expression.
Aurelia.
I thought I was trying to.
like
I
that.
tried to say Lady White.
Like I said, we
Lady
all
White.
get it mixed up.
Lady White. We have everything mixed up. But yes. So, that's the session.
Shit.
Good job, everybody.
Oh.
You didn't die.
But I wish I got everyone to come back sooner. I'm sorry.
That's okay. As you may have seen by the fact that I had several distinct scenes going on, and I will probably backfill some of this in short fiction later, just to give the gang a deeper understanding of what's going on. But as you can see, this was a multi-pronged assault. You guys were never supposed to be everywhere. In fact, it probably would have been impossible to be everywhere. But you did a pretty good job. I will let you guys down at the ground level know. The High King is fine. A couple of his blood shields have been shot, but nobody important has been injured. It seems like that guy, Mr. Marksman, Mr. Eye Patch, was actually trying to line up an assassination attempt on Marquess Espada. Marquess Espada, he will fill you in more later, but he says that his name, he's a man I thought has been dead for 20 years.
Oh, fucking hell.
Shit, the band's guitars, they intensify.
That was Bomber Braith Hammerlund.
This literally sounds like one of the villains that my fucking father would have fought.
Gruta Valley goes with everything. Play it now.
a little before, because it's clearly got stuff with Marquess Espada, but yeah.
It's fair, but it lines up, at least thematically.
He sounds like a pulp villain, yes. That's what I went for, Bomber Braith Hammerlund. Which, by the way, to add another one is Marquess Espada would say he is a rebel from Medius.
Ooh.
So,
Malleus
angle.
Hammerlund. Hammerland.
Yes.
Medius
Oh, yeah.
Mountains.
From Crown. That's
Yeah.
like Lord of Crown.
So, we will be resolving exactly what happens to the remaining serpent cultists later, because there's some stuff that's going to be discussed, I think, with the Fairy Queen, and also what's going on upstairs. So we're not like out of it yet, but you guys are out of the woods in that you have stopped the serpent cultists and the syndicate, who are two separate things, technically, for the moment, from getting their way. You stopped the syndicate and actually captured a couple of them. Yeah, but we're not there. But also, one of their members was clearly a mage and also detonated themselves. But good news, Paz Oro's figured out how to do basic pyromancy spells under pressure. She can throw fire from her hands and stuff.
Yay!
I'll link those spells later. Also, good news. Like not in any mechanical sense, but in a narrative sense, yes. That means that the front gate was guarded, so you were able to let everybody go escorted. Paz deliberately lagged behind because she was concerned about what's going on in the keep with like Aurelia, and then there were gunshots and stuff. But then some guys came out. Also, good news. Because we've been chilling on it for like 3 months, I decided to kickstart a little what's going on with Alestra's character development. She's figured out how to temporarily, like I said, dragon trance herself. That's super cool, isn't it? Isn't it great?
Yeah, just the context of it's fucked.
No, not really. I'm a little concerned. Usually, such prices of powers has their own drawbacks.
I'll start throwing a few of these things up into the secret sorcery tab in a second. But yes,
clearly Hydra's decided she needed to be a dragon right at that moment.
Clearly, yes, that's obviously how that works. Probably.
Yes.
Or maybe Hydra's decided that someday in the future she would need dragon sorcery, and that's why. Anyway. So like I said, there's a few things going on.
Why am I just imagining Hydrus as like a bro dude going like, dude, you know it'd be funny if I turned her into a dragon for like...
Well, that's Sylvanas.
Sylvanas is way more bro. Hydrus is, like speaking with 1,000 voices, multifold limbs. But yes, so you guys did actually none of you did anything like crazy, like send all your guards out, like every person, you didn't do the bring me everyone type thing. So the keep was pretty secured. Nobody got hurt. I will again explain more of this later. But the thing that was going on with the guest quarters is either. And so maybe Inos can retroactively feel good about killing her or not. But either Mariposa or one of her associates had a second monstrous summon. They snuck a Minotauros into your back gate.
Oh, Jesus.
Fuck. Holy shit.
Don't worry, Moira took care of that.
Ah, that's where the axe came from. The Lobris.
Yeah. She may have killed a Minotauros and stole his axe. She had a little help. Like I said, I'll either explain it in session next time, or I will write a fiction segment to this.
I don't think Moira said or Okina killed it, but I guess if 4 other Master Swordsmen, that's probably dead, yeah.
Oh, also, you were definitely underestimating. Minotauros is not that crazy tough.
Okay.
She didn't have to worry about that much. But yeah, you guys did this, again, not in the way that I thought you would, but I think you guys comported yourselves pretty good. And while it was a little scary at a couple of points, mostly for Inos, that was mostly his own fault, and it's okay. He got himself out of that jam.
I knew what I was getting into.
Inos, I'll get myself into a jam so I can get myself out of a jam.
Listen, I wanted to be very cool for once.
You were pretty cool. You effectively
cool,
soloed.
You always have a working plan, man. You have a plan that does something.
I don't know if Inos is always cool, but he's pretty good at being cool. You got some cool points. And obviously, I will say, Konrad, Logesh, Nicola, you guys didn't get involved in the big bungly fights, but you guys were on the front lines making the rolls, and you did clap some syndicate guys tonight.
Well, like I said, my greatest thing is I'm most impressed with Konrad doing the thing, to protect Alestra and on Yebel.
I think that was very important, actually.
Yes, that was super fucking
important. It was a good one. It would have been scary. And also, that's that's one of those moments where sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, you have inner listening, and I'm like, oh, so you would be able to sense that something very bad is about to happen.
There's gradients of spells happening here right now.
Because
that was just the perfect storm.
Also, by the way, you learned the snake cultists have suicide bombers.
Yeah, no, because that was just the perfect storm of the right ability and the right skills and the right scale to stop potentially a very bad tragedy from happening.
Alestra would have probably been fine because I'll have to adjust her stat block, but I'm imagining basically in this moment she's figured out 3 spells that normally take attunement. I don't remember what the claws one is called, but claws celerity, which is speed, and the dragon skin one, armor.
In retrospect,
she's not out here breathing fire yet or ice. She didn't figure that shit out.
In retrospect, actually, I don't think it lets him pull the arrow out of his chest because I know what it caused worse. We pulled it out. Whatever, it doesn't matter. In retrospect, Did I have to be there? Like, should it be better if like Inos just handled it alone, or his arm broken? So he probably would better actually be being the
I
help.
would've- if you hadn't like, I will say, well, actually, we can talk about this off mic. Let's finish up the recording.
Okay.
Yeah, let's wrap up. I think it's going to be everything. Let me count up EXP. Everybody was here and was in character, so you absolutely all get 2. I know for a fact, Inos, you wrote some comments
Yeah.
for some
I
out of
wrote
character,
something?
out of
I
game
can't remember. I
stuff.
think I can't remember.
Did you read something last time? You may have. Let me grab that
Oh.
one.
I have to go dig it up, but
So
I don't think Conrad did yet.
all I see
Not after the
is
dinner.
all right. So it's probably an arrow for my
Axis was,
chest.
Axis was yours was the last one I see is March 3rd.
Okay, so that would have been before last session, so nothing for this one. Okay.
I'm trying to remember because I
All
might have added an extra comment to a thing that I already wrote.
Also, yes, that is a good point. Yes, Dal's saying in chat that you would know from Nicola's
All right.
lectures
cool.
not to pull the arrow out. So yeah,
No,
there's just an
I
arrow
left it
sticking
in there.
into your shoulder. How did it get?
No, it's my torso, so it's my
I should
actually my
say
chest.
you would
It's
know
my
how to
chest.
get there.
All right, Axe,
Okay.
please
Upper
save
shoulder.
the stuff. We're trying to get XP and finish the recording. Fuck.
Did anybody finish their missions? I
Is
do have a
some
detail
record-
about the arrow, but I can't actually out that out there.
Yeah.
So of course not over.
Is it over? No. Okay.
I mean, it's technically over. You don't have any events left.
Is it successful?
I mean, yeah, the High King didn't die. We can do that.
All right, my mission's done then. I guess I had a successful sub record.
I can have you guys write a new
I
mission.
tactically fought for it. Yeah.
Yes, I did. I took your mission from you. You're gonna need a new one. That was part of the thing. And this also next. I don't know how much like you want to talk about. We would talk about some stuff on the next podcast about that in Rain Talk. Because there's something very funny happened last time with that. But let's wrap up. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for everybody for listening. Another great one in the books, and we will move on to the further aftermath. At Fires at Summer's Moon. What up?
Sorry. Can we get one for a dramatic plot alteration?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Sorry, it was just
Just
like
do
any
some
session in
drag
which
stuff. Use a
something
moment.
really dramatic, climactic, or abysmal plot event occurs worth an XP, especially if it was the event PCs that are. I think I want to say that Enos just completely giving, as you said, mass disrespect to fucking Mariposa Marsh is worth that.
Well, also it does say
Also, just too many
especially if the
facts
players
showing up.
cause it, but just in general, this is an arc finisher, so I think you're right to bring it up. Yeah, I was
Okay.
going to mention it before I got distracted. So yeah, get the bonus point from that. Everybody gets the bonus, so everybody gets at least 3. More if
I
you
wrote
completed
some-
missions.
I'll do it off.
More if you got your notes.
Off.
And then you guys can think about what's going on next time. All right.
All right.
Stop the recording. Goodbye, everybody.
Good night, everybody.